Say it clear. Say it right. Say our name. Built this nation, you benefit. Don't give us credit, say our name. We FBAs, foundational Black Americans. You want us to fight every time you in pain, but when it's time to vote for, silence remains. Yeah. They wanna be us, from the style to the hair, from the lips to the hips, body shaped in our glare. They cross borders, profit off the fight, civil rights paid in blood just to stand in this light. Asia to Africa, you walk through the door, but this land got a history you can't ignore. FBI fought and still fighting today, made room in the system that kept us away. You praise the same power that never chose you, turn your back on the ones that broke chains just to move you. Say we don't know where we come from, that's wild. North to the south, this land raised my child. Built this nation with our bodies and brains. You benefit, don't give us credit, say our name. Say our name, say our name, say our name. We FBA, foundational Black American. You want us to fight. Every time you in pain, but when it's time to vote for, silence remains. We were renowned, check the glow for proof. Streetwear in Japan still mirror our roots. K-pop chase the candy, study how we move. Rapper world language, everybody fluent. From Atlanta blocks to Mumbai lanes, Heinemann kind spitting bars, connected to the flame. That ain't hate, that's impact, that's reach. Culture travel worldwide when the source run deep. They copy the look, they borrow the sound, but skip the respect when we still hold the ground. Love the rhythm, ignore the pain, celebrate the wave, won't say the name. This was home, before permission, before approval. Say our name. Built this nation with our bodies and brains. We benefit, don't give us credit, say our name. Say our name, say our name, say our name. We FBA, foundational Black Americans. You want us to fight. Every time you in pain. When it's time to vote for, silence remains. Say our name, say our name, say our name. 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 Don't need your respect. Never needed permission. We built everything when we weren't even seen as human. Biting the hand that fed you. Surviving on scraps. FBA stopped begging. We learned to build from scratch. Say our name. Say our name.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Shabaka's
Way too soon, Shabaka. Shabaka, the intro is not over.
Y'all don't hear us.
Okay.
Pull up a seat and motherfucking listen. Pull up a seat and motherfucking. Talking crazy on our soil where our blood and bones grown.
This our grind, we outside on it. While y'all fools on the outside looking, y'all show no respect to Black America, so leave. Hey.
Y'all don't get it, so it's time to go home.
Get the hell up out of America, take your digits, make it just fly on.
Y'all don't get it, so it's time to go home.
Get the hell up out of America, take your digits, make it just fly on.
You landed on the tarmac, fresh off the boat. Talking about y'all building nothing, man, you choking on the note. My ancestors the reason that this country even breathes. Picked the cotton, built the White House, planted the seed. Jim Crow laws, redlined the map, we was the target. You think that struggle's a costume, man, you can't mark it. We fought the wars, we bled the blood, we died for our future's chance. And you come here and give our legacy a side eye while throwing shade on the guard. While you benefit from guns we kicked down with our last breath. Now you spit on the ark That's disrespectful, ungrateful, a slap in the face to only people who gave a fuck. So let me show your ungrateful ass to the right place. Ho, ho.
Pack your bags, time to go home.
Talking crazy on our soil where our blood and bones grown.
This our ground and we outside on it. Why y'all fools on the outside looking? Y'all show no respect to Black America, so leave.
Y'all don't get it, so it's time to go home.
Get the hell up out America, take your dues and just fly home.
Y'all don't get it, so it's time to go home.
Get the hell up out America, take your dues and just fly home.
Passport, the visa, the privilege to be here. Cause my grandma did march for y'all, so disappear from our land. You cosplaying our pain. Think it's a trend you can borrow, but you ain't inherit the ghosts of our sorrow. We the foundation, the bedrock, the soil, and the root. You not no branch on our tree, and unproductive people always cosplaying me.
Talking about we ain't do nothing, you lost your mind. We built this from nothing, time after time.
From the beginning to now, we been the backbone and muscle. Why you look down on the struggle and cause a whole tussle? That energy spat with disgusting is whack.
So let's make it clear, there's no turning back.
This land is paid for in full.
In blood, sweat, and tears, and dreams deferred.
You don't get to come into a house we built from the dirt and telling Black America y'all ain't worth nothing. That's a violation. Facts.
Pack your bags, time to go home.
It's our soil on our soil where our blood and bones grown.
Show respect, this our ground. Y'all just tenants on a leash.
Or get the step.
Show no respect to Black America, so leave.
Oh, don't get it, so it's time to go home.
Get the hell up out America, taking your business, I can just say on.
Oh, don't get it, so it's time to go home.
Get the hell up out America, taking your business, I can just say on.
Yeah, fly little birdies.
Fly on back to where you came from.
This ain't for you. This soil is sacred.
We said what we said.
It's time
for y'all to go home. So fly a little birdies fly. So fly a little birdies fly. So fly a little birdies fly. Far, far away from here. So fly a little birdies fly. So fly a little birdies fly. So fly a little birdies fly. Far, far away from here. So fly a little birdies fly. So fly a little birdies fly. So fly a little birdies fly. Far, far away from here. So fly a little birdies fly. So fly a little birdies fly. So fly a little birdies fly. Far, far away from here. Bye bye, little birds. We forgot, but we never forget. This one's for the rules. We built this land from dust and tears, 400 years, and we still here. They write new rules, but they don't see. Every freedom they got came off you and me. We planted seeds, they took the bloom. We lit the flame, they left the room. But we back now, no disguise. The spirits woke, we realize. All we want is what we earn. That sweat and blood, yeah, that table turn. You can't buy culture, can't fake that fight. This is our day, this is our ride. We happy. Say it loud, say it strong. We the heartbeat that's been here all along. Foundation of Black Americans, stand tall. We ain't begging for nothing, we built that all. Born from pain and grace, you can see the truth written in our face. We the soul, the sound, to fight the flame. Foundational Black Americans, say our name. They love our rhythm, but they dodge our blues. Use our voice when it fits their news. They take our sound, but not our scars. We the backbone, we the stars. Now the veil is gone, the mask is clear. We see the game, we know what's here. No more silence, no more lies. We lift that flag and watch it rise. Rise up, rise up. We the ones that made this nation breathe. Our pain to power, our roots are trees. We know world is rhythm and grace shows, and now we're reclaiming our rightful place. Can't copy courage, can't steal pain. You can't inherit soul by changing names. Our story ain't done, it's the revival. We guard the gate, it's about survival. We FBA, say it proud, say it loud. The world dances on what we vow. Foundational Black Americans, still we stand, still we fight, still we demand. Every block, every song, we've been right here all along. The soul of a people strong and free. Foundational Black Americans. We the first, we the root, we the fire. Still rising, still here. Foundational Black American.
We set the tone and they copy the cadence. Dance to our drums and deny the foundation. Wear the style but don't honor the source. Smile in the crowd and you distance and force. Say you not us but you rap like we breathe. Take the rhythm, then fuse the receipts. I ain't mad, I'm just holding the glass. Showing the mirror, now answer it back. I ain't here to cancel nobody. Just keep it honest, keep it solid. If you eat from the table we built, don't act surprised when we guard it. Do you like that? Do you like that? When I flip your sound and I ride like that. Do you like that? Do you like that? Do you like that? Cause that's how it feel when you borrow my culture. Then act like we never mattered. Hip-hop.
Mike Larry. Now this shit here, it's what I see it is. We're not fighting your battles. We're not carrying your fear. We're not lending our history to people who erased us while we were here. Here, don't make you FBA. That makes you a citizen, learn the difference today. This is lineage, not a look you can wear. Not a costume you borrow when it benefits you there. You used our culture like an access card, backstage pass, a straight facade, but now the mirror's in your face. No disguise, and you're uncomfortable looking truth in the eyes. We didn't leave our land to beg for a chance. We stayed, we fought, we took every advance. That's the separation, that's the line you cross. We paid the price, you learned the cost. You waving your flag on our soil, but fighting not to go back home. Waving your flag on our soil, building comfort on a foundation you didn't know. We waving our flag, red, black, and gold. Stood our ground, never sold. You waving your flag on our soil, but scared to build what you claim you love. Our humor, our style, the way we move, the smoothness, the sound, the things we prove. Music we birth, language we shape, innovation forged under constant escape. Warrior spirit means stay and defend, not flee your land and rewrite the end. You call it success, but don't confuse the two. Ease came after what we went through. You abandon your land and call it strategy. You wave that flag loud, but won't return to build your legacy. That contradiction tells the story for you. You waving your flag on our soil, we're fighting not to go back home. We waving ours where we were forged, every inch earned, every brick known. We can't be deported, and that truth changes everything. We can't be deported, and that truth changes everything. We know who we are, and now we see who you are too. Just because y'all born here doesn't make you FBA at all. It makes you an American citizen. It's biologically impossible to be us, because it's a lineage, not some damn costume you can just put on to look cool. You immigrants and immigrant Americans has used our culture as an access card, a backstage pass to our culture. Now y'all have to look in the mirror. Our sense of humor, the aesthetics, mannerisms, the style of dress, the smoothness, the creativity, our genres of music, innovativeness, our slang, our warrior spirit by staying on our homeland and fighting and not fleeing to somebody else's land to beg for a better life and shit on the very people who fought to have us there. That's who we are. And we know who the hell y'all are waving your flag on our soil and fighting to make sure y'all don't go back.
You can't leech off our culture anymore. Beat it!
Mike Larry, man, you did it again. We really making history. Let's go. Do you like that? Do you like that? Flip your sound, how you like that? Do you like that? Do you like that? Say it loud, don't walk it back. Do you like that?
Do you like that?
You grew up mimicking us, now y'all switch it up. Turn the carbon copy, y'all ain't black, what the fuck? It's funny y'all connecting to our culture like it's Wi-Fi. Surfing on our waves of our culture, no more high quad. Telling my culture for all these years. Look how time flies, all these colonizers in the skies. Y'all hate, y'all still hate us outside. Study doctor, vampires, suck the blood of our guilt. They copy the flavor, sip the juice, love the results, hate the truth. Who? Do you like that? Do you like that? Do you like that? Flip your sound. How you like that? Do you like that? Democratic shields, talking points, the road they fill. Fish and chips, aging on the mic, judging FBAs, but ain't you half white? Talking like you one of us, we need a proof face. The agent type, the prune face. Like 50 and Jim, it's a cold game. Throwing stones, cause we built our own lane. I'm joking, kinda, but I mean, smile calm, pressure intact. Y'all proud where y'all from. Where they flag, beat they drum. But when it's us, tone switch fast. Same pride, but it's too much. FBA pride, lineage solid. You can't put this on, can't try it on. Built here, stayed and fought. That's the difference. That's the car. Do you like that? Do you like that? Say it clear, don't twist the facts. Do you like that? Yeah. Do you like that? Do you like that? Point made. No edit. No care.
You know, erasing history is something that you have to do when it comes to conquest, domination, and destroying a people. If people knew who they were, and what they were capable of in the past, understand what they have a possibility or a likelihood of doing in the future.
Foundational Black Americans, we've always had a culture of resistance. We cultivated a culture of resistance on this land, and we've been resisting ever since we've encountered European domination.
But nothing was really popping in Europe until the transatlantic slave trade, and that's where they amassed a lot of wealth.
One thing that I think is unique about our culture as far as how we resist, how we fight back, is just the environment we were put in from day one. Being only 13% of the population, the white supremacists were very meticulous about keeping that population at a certain amount.
There was never a period when we did not resist the encroachment of the white man.
They have a natural behavior of authority no matter where they go. That's why they'll step up in front of us in the line at the store. We're not important. They don't even see us.
We've never been able to excel. We've never been able to relax. We've never been able to just be, which means that existence is resistance.
It must be something in our DNA, our historical background, to when something doesn't sit right with us, especially spiritually, in our souls and in our spirit, we just say no.
We live resistance. You know, from the moment we're born, we're in resistance. And it's handed down generation to generation.
And so I think that cultural resistance is actually in our DNA, in our epigenetics, and then it blossoms out into the culture.
So there's almost nothing in America that we do, from song to dance to politics to the way we talk, the way we dress, having coded languages considered to be slang today. Everything about Black American culture is a form of resistance.
Of course, they want to always downplay our contributions to the global tapestry because they continue to act like our number one export in this country is not Black innovation.
Everyone understands that our resistance has been the cornerstone of what foundational Black Americans have always done. We are the life that breathes everything into this nation.
The further back you go, the further Black you go. It's just simple like that, brother.
Introducing the B1 Rolodex, the easiest way to search for and support FBA and B1 businesses. Hundreds of entries from the Black grassroots for the Black grassroots. Free to use, free to download, constantly updated. Trouble navigating the document? Try using the map version. Notice a business missing? Use this simple Google form to submit an FBA or B1 business. Also submit anti-Black businesses, which are now being collected in that last tab. Find resources, contact numbers, and much more using the second tab. All the info you need to start practicing group economics today. Go to blacktruthunited.com. That's blacktruthunited.com.
Okay, now go ahead, Shabaka.
Okay, greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced, Season 12, Episode 11. The air date of this episode is August 11th, 2026. I forgot to mention the Brother Che, and we forgot to mention and put it in there. I'm just going to make a brief mention of it, is that 61 years ago today, resistance started in Los Angeles, California, off of Imperial Highway, starting the Watts ride. To quote the words of Mr. Marquette Fry, when he got pulled over for drunk driving, he had asked somebody to take his car, to his mother's house, which was like about a half a block away from where he got off the freeway. The California Highway Patrol struck Mr. Fry. Mr. Fry turned around and struck him. And it was on, okay? And then when it comes to resistance, okay, it also came in 1992 in Los Angeles. When it comes to resistance, it came to every Black soldier who laid his life down for this goddamn country. You see what I'm saying? trying to be accepted, but still we were hated. Okay, like what they did to Nolan Wells, Rodney King, Sam Bland.
6 days of rioting in a Negro section of Los Angeles left behind scenes reminiscent of war-torn cities. More than 100 square blocks were decimated by fire and looters, and few buildings were left intact. Firemen were harassed by snipers and brick-throwing hoodlums as they attempted to control the fires, many of which were left to burn themselves out. As the National Guard moved in to restore comparative calm, the losses by fire alone were put at $200 million. No attempt has yet been made to estimate the losses suffered at the hands of the looters who stole everything from liquor to playpens. Firemen were later issued flak suits of bulletproof mesh to protect them from snipers who continued to shoot from rooftops. Nearly 3,000 were arrested, and authorities had to open abandoned jails to house those netted by the police. It took the appearance of 14,000 troops to bring an end to what both Negro and white leaders called insurrection by hoodlums. Civil rights leaders were quick to deplore the unbridled lawlessness, and Martin Luther King vowed to do all in his power to prevent a recurrence in Los Angeles or anywhere. An uneasy calm prevails in what is known as the Watts area of the city. A curfew was put into effect, and the entire section declared off limits to all but residents. The people who live here are suffering great hardship with no grocery, drug, or other service stores able to operate. A special task force of 1,000 policemen stays on the alert as the thousands of guardsmen patrol an area of 35 square miles. The outbreak spread to other Southern California cities, but were quickly quelled. And Los Angeles authorities say they are now ready to move with dispatch if lawlessness breaks out anew. The riots in Los Angeles have written a sorrowful page in American history.
See, them was a whole busload of hoodlums you had right there.
Yeah. So, thank y'all for tuning in to season 12, episode 11 of Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced in conjunction with the Front Line Blacc News. We discussed several topics. As Shabaka just alluded to, the Watts riot occurred 61 years ago in 1965, on this date in 1965. Also, they say that today is the birthday of hip-hop, which is a lie. They got debunked. Shout out to the 1B for debunking that earlier.
Okay.
And we got Trump signs executive order updating childhood vaccine recommendations. Iran's wait out Trump and keep the Strait of Hormuz closed until 2029.
Wow.
There's an echo. I can hear myself. Colombia's deadliest earthquake in a century, 7.4 magnitude.
Yeah, that'll wake you up in the morning. Oh, yeah.
And Blacc Man by the name of Gerald Pitts being charged with a hate crime of a Latino Santos Tejas Gonzalez and being sentenced to life in prison in California.
Yeah.
Black Experience Enhanced based off the 50th anniversary of the founding of the original Blacc Panther Party for self-defense. We started on Blogtalk Radio back in 2016 and have been around for 12 seasons now. Shabakas Black Experience Enhanced covers Black experience from the beginning of time until 10 minutes ago. It's also part of the Frontline campaign that has recently, within the last 2 to 3 years, moved from Blogtalk Radio to Streamyard. Please make sure y'all like and share the broadcast. Family, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Please join us on StreamYard, YouTube, Frontline Blacc News. The links to all of our channels are in the description, including Shabaka's YouTube channel, Genet 1. Make sure y'all sub to Shabaka's Genet 1.
How many more subscribers I need?
2 more.
I'm still working on a deuce. Okay, all righty. Okay, hopefully we'll get them tonight. And
You
then
know, we got
also,
Michael in here too, Shabaka. We got to introduce Michael.
oh yeah, most definitely got introduced. Michael, a major contributor to us. And I can see now that Brother Che is the co-executive producer of Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced. And guess what, Brother Che? You got you another assignment. You're now the director.
Hey, Shabaka. Hey, Jesse.
Hey, Michael. Okay, you're now the director, Brother Che, because of all the work that you put into in the preparation of our shows. You see what I'm saying? So I meant to call you up and tell you that, but I'm making it publicly known. You know what I mean? All right, and then also, too, ladies and gentlemen, I'm in the process of revamping this platform because I'm going to be on special assignment for the next few days, so I might not be with you all on Grand Rising this Friday. Okay, so it's about, enhancing what we do in regard to the Black experience, you know what I'm saying? And so therefore, trust Jesse's judgment and Michael and Lady Chase, you know what I'm saying? Of the material. Now, also too, Black family, I want to say, with us being men folk, we may not always agree, but if we disagree, let us disagree agreeably. Just like me and Jesse got a disagreement.
Yeah.
It's called the AFC West.
Yep.
Talking about some
Go Broncos.
ponies.
Go Broncos.
Man. And then Raiders, once again, I'm telling you, your cats need to change your name or get the fuck out of town. It's ridiculous, man. I'm just winning one damn game, man, out of a regular season and all that old nonsense. Boy, Al Davis would be mad as hell, man, to see the great team of the Raiders, skulls and crossbows, silver and black attacks, smashing everybody. You had football, and you had Raider football. Now you got football, and then the Raiders up here turning into powder puffs, man. That's unacceptable. Unacceptable. Unfucking acceptable. I followed you guys all the way from Oakland, California to the 60s and 70s. Then I followed you guys to Los Angeles. Then I followed you back to Oakland. Then you guys come out here to Las Vegas. I follow you out here and you guys turn to shit. That ain't cool. You see what I'm saying? It's humiliating. You know what I'm saying? And you guys is losing the team, so you should have been beating the hell out of. You know what I'm saying? The greatest rivalry to me in football was the Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the greatest rivalries.
That was a
you
good
see what I
rivalry.
mean? And I forgot who the Broncos had a rivalry with.
You.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, everybody hates the Raiders. You know what I'm saying? Silver and black attack. You know what I'm saying? Everybody hates us.
All the way back to 1960.
Yeah, when both those teams came in there when they had the birth of the American Football League, you know. Mm-hmm. But anyway, with the Watts rides, ladies and gentlemen, another thing is that I want to mention, okay, there was a DJ in Los Angeles on a radio station called K. The name, I believe they used to refer to him as the Magnificent Montague. And when he was playing all the Motown hits, you know, like Smokey Robinson and the Miracles, Tracks of My Tears, Martha Reeves and the Vandellas, you know what I'm saying, dancing all across the street, you know, he would always used to say, burn, baby, burn, okay?
Yeah.
So what had happened is that they had banned him off the radio station. No, they didn't ban him. They fired him.
They fired him.
Saying that what he did was inciting the riots. It was not Montague inciting the riots. What had happened was the element of resistance that built up in the black community on that hot summer day. You see what I'm saying? And in the summer months, ladies and gentlemen, you know, Los Angeles could be very uncomfortable. Plus, you had the smog that really added to it, you know, the burning and the stinging of your eyes, you see. You know, they pulled over Marquette Fry. The California Highway Patrol did. They pulled him off the freeway, in South Central L.A. Mr. Fry was drunk, from what I understand. He admitted that he was drunk, and all he had asked for was somebody to come take his car and park it in his mother's driveway, which was two blocks from where they pulled him off. So something happened, and as Mr. Fry said, the highway patrol hit him with the baton, and then he dropped the highway patrolman. They say that's how it started. So once the hell again, ladies and gentlemen, police violence. You see what I'm saying? Like what you see. Look at that. Yeah, you see the picture right there? That's the LAPD right there making somebody else famous. You see, and then don't nobody wants to check and balance them. 116th and Avalon.
Corner in an old neighborhood of modest homes.
116th and Avalon. Yeah, that corner still stands
with the
today.
Arrest by white officers of the California Highway Patrol of 2 young Negroes.
Although it don't look like that too much anymore, you know what I'm saying?
Their mother, who lives nearby, came to the scene. There was an argument. There was a scuffle. By then, a crowd of several hundred Negroes had gathered, and the story of police brutality quickly spread through the community. Up the street a block or so in that direction, a church where Negro leaders pleaded for peace and were rejected. Down that way, the busy intersection where cars were overturned and burned, where other cars were stoned, where a television technician was pulled from his wagon and almost beaten to death. It began with police and rioters clashing on a hot Wednesday night. Some believe it could have been stopped right then if law officers moved in force and sealed off the area. Perhaps so, perhaps not. But within a matter of hours, it was completely out of hand.
Well, we got Mac 285 in the building.
More than 1,500 people were in the streets, many hurling rocks and bottles at the police or anyone else, some attacking the cars of people, white or Negro, who just passed by. 15 citizens injured, 19 officers hurt, none seriously, 31 arrested, 12 juveniles. More than 100 police rushed to the area, sealing off 8 square blocks in an effort at quarantine. The rioting subsided, then began all over again shortly before dawn. KNXT's camera car was hit by rock throwers early in the battle, then later tipped over by a mob of young men and set afire. Right of violence, a senseless stoning of cars and shops.
Go ahead! Go ahead! Go ahead! Go ahead on!
And that's the LAPD right
stores
there.
Broken into. Liquor stores cleaned out by
Pre-SWAT.
mobs.
Geez, they really turned that thing over. Now they're going to burn it. It's all the way up. There it goes.
Yep. Yep. The sizzling 60s.
Hey, that's what cost Bill. Hey, Bill, that's what cost us. He's been on my line. Hey, one little kid. One little kid. Hey, you see that? That's what caused it. See that? That's about a 13-year-old kid. You see that? What are you standing here for? We are the white man. Get the white man.
And back then, gas was only like 50 cents a gallon.
Friday, for the first time, there was widespread looting and rioting in broad daylight. You'd see happy, laughing looters toting off furniture, clothing, even outboard motors. Finally, 7 hours after Police Chief William Parker asked for the National Guard, Lieutenant Governor Glenn Anderson ordered in 2,000 troops.
Yeah, that's another point I wanted to make, Brother Che. The governor at that time was Jerry Brown Sr. He was out of the state, so the light governor ordered in the National Guard.
Okay, you take this off ramp here, right here, coming from this side. Directly, southbound traffic.
Let me see how Reagan become the governor.
Yeah,
1966, the year after.
Okay. Any questions on that? No. Okay, take off. That's the version of the 160. Okay.
Yeah, I remember the mobile gas stations like that. Yeah. Yeah, Michael, I was a kid when all this was going on, man. In that same city. Yeah.
Clear the sidewalks up ahead. You people enter your home.
They got a National Guard.
No, that's the LAPD.
Oh.
Please go in your homes. Please.
Because I could tell by the white helmets.
Oh yeah, that's the lapdog.
Yeah.
Area is being closed. Please go in your home.
Hell no.
Now that's the National Guard.
Looters at Betty's Market, the 37th and Maple. 37th and Maple at Betty's Market, looters.
All units, looters at 62 West Broadway. All units, looters at 62 West Broadway.
All right, off of 62nd and Broadway, huh? More looters. Okay, that's not in the Watts area. That is the heart of South Central. But it started in Watts.
Been having a little difficulty up on the other corner here. Hanging around Sousa Priestley, where they run in and then we get a call back and they run out. But the minute they're gone, they go in and out. Right. Okay, well, for the entire block or just? Maybe a little patrol down that way and a little patrol this way. These people are just waiting until we leave. They're on the corners waiting until we leave to go into these places. Okay, we'll take care of it.
And then, ladies and gentlemen, they had the first black lieutenant on the LAPD involved in this stuff also. Guess what his name was?
Hands up on the roof.
Tom Bradley.
Hands up on the roof on the other side. You any good?
Don't you know there's a curfew back down there? Is it martial law? Everybody on the street goes to jail? And you fall into that category, don't you? You're anybody.
Well, I didn't know that. I didn't know nothing about it.
Right. Get your hands up.
No.
Get them up above your head. Step over this way.
No. Get them up against that wall. Get them up high.
No.
You too. Get them up.
No, kid.
Those were the ugly early hours of this morning as control of a sort was finally imposed. This evening, Los Angeles remains hot, quiet, tense, and dangerous, and 28 people are dead.
Woo.
Mm-hmm. That wasn't nothing compared to 1992.
He's saying there must be some kind of environmental.
All right, what are your closing thoughts on the Watts riots that occurred 63 years ago on this date?
Okay, that there would be 61 years ago, Brother Chad.
Oh, 61 years ago, my apologies.
Okay, it brings back memory to my childhood. I think I was about 6 or 7 years old. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it was very hot. And the thing that I remember was very hot because I was getting ready to start kindergarten or the first grade. Mm-hmm. And the schoolyard that where I was going to go to school at, you know, had the National Guard over there. So, of course, you know, when you little, man, you asking everybody, you know. Yeah.
What's going on?
What's going on, you know. So I says, are they playing Army over there in the schoolyard? They says, no. They said that's the National Guard, and it is a riot. And this is a day, you know, that's going to go down in history. You see what I'm saying? Which it did, just like April 29th, 1992. You see what I'm saying? That would go down in history, you see? And then reading the autobiography of Daryl Gates called Chief, which is full of lies, bigotry, hatred, as he had stated that all casual drug users need to be taken out and shot. And then to find out that the biggest dope fiend you had in Los Angeles County was his own son by the name of Scott Lowell Gates. Now,
so is he going to have him taken out and shot?
Exactly. Of course he is. And that's his child, or was his child, because Gates is dead. Now, also, too, at this time, ladies and gentlemen, you had a black LAPD lieutenant. He was the first black lieutenant on the LAPD who didn't do shit for black people, who wound up becoming the mayor of Los Angeles for 20 years, who didn't do shit for black people, by the name of, yes, sir, by the name of Thomas Bradley. Now, I believe in the 77th Division of the LAPD at that time, there was another young officer who was coming up through the ranks who would become chief, okay, by the name of Bernard Parks. And guess what Bernard Parks did, you guys?
He became the SWAT. He started SWAT, right?
No, that was Jesse Brewer.
He started Crash.
Okay. Yeah, no, Bernard Parks ended Crash. He got rid of Crash.
Oh, he got rid of
Yeah, he got rid of Crash after the Rampart scandal, you know, with Perez and Nino Durden and all that. You know what I'm saying? And so then Parks, you know, he went on and retired, but unfortunately, with Parks, he did lose his granddaughter to a drive-by shooting.
He did?
Yeah, I want to say that. You know what I'm saying? You know. So the only thing I could say, ladies and gentlemen, when you ever go to that city of Los Angeles, and if you've never been there, that city is deadly as it is beautiful. They got everything bass-ackwards out there, and they do not mind fucking people up from out of town. You know? Okay? But if you can go there, you know, you go there cool, you know, ain't looking for nothing, man, you really shouldn't have too much problem. Hey, go to Venice Beach, you know what I'm saying? Go check out the Hidden History Museum over there. Go check out the West Adams District, you know what I mean? Go check out Hollywood Boulevard, because they're starting to name some of Hollywood's early black actors, Brother Che, on the Walk of Fame, because our boy our boy Keith David, he just got a star up there. Okay. Hattie McDaniel has a star up there.
Wow. Okay. Shout out to Hattie
Latifah has a star.
Yeah, I knew about Queen Latifah.
John, what's the director's name, man, who directed Boys in the Hood?
Oh, that was what was his damn name? John Singleton.
Yes, sir. He has a star, because I saw the star, because when you saw me do the video a few years ago down HB, you know, I did make it a point to see, you know, to mention those stars. And then they got the star of bums, as I call it, as I said on my video.
He don't like
star, them bums, man, you know, the star of bums, you know, that's what I got. LA Dodgers, man, up there getting a star, man, ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Totally ridiculous.
Dodgers hat, Shabaka. I used to have a Dodgers hat.
Now, hopefully you encased it, man, because that is a collector's item, sir.
No, I think I lost that in the storage.
Oh, man, yeah, I lost a lot of stuff in storage, too, yeah. Okay, and then, of course, Jackie Robinson, who was the first black man to play in the major leagues, who died in 1972. Mr. Robinson has been dead now 54 years, okay? And he had stated that he knew he never had it made in America when he was born, when he played for the Dodgers, and in the year 1972, because he passed away at the age of 53 due to complications of diabetes. And Jet Magazine, you know, they did, of course, you know, have his picture up there. And too bad Johnson Publications is no longer black owned, is because the Jet Magazine, ladies and gentlemen, for all practical purposes, was the chronology of black history. You see what I'm saying? It really was. And if you go through some of those old Jet magazines, they would always have it, you would have Beauty of the Week, like the centerfold. I always had to look at Beauty of the Week. And then they would have at the end of the Jet magazine of all the top #1 records at that particular time. You see? So unfortunately, Jet magazine and Ebony magazine no longer exist. It got sold to Time Warner, you know what I mean? I don't buy it, because I'm not giving Time Warner no money. I'm not giving them no money. okay, then they are misappropriating a lot of historical facts that I know of, because I remember stuff living through it. So therefore, for the generations who are after me, what you probably need to do, folks, when you start getting off into your 40s, is to write down the black history that you lived through and add to it. And then after your demise, you leave it on to the next generations. You see what I'm saying?
It was Essence that was sold to Time, not Jet, Shabaka.
Okay. Essence, okay.
So
Never should have got rid of Essence magazine.
Got sold to Clearview Group,
yeah,
a black-owned private equity firm based in Texas.
Yeah, that could easily be bought out by the Trump regime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? It's great to have black businesses with equity.
It got purchased by Junior Bridgman, former NBA player, for 14
Is that right?
Yeah, following bankruptcy.
Okay, yeah, because I've heard the name Junior Bridgman. He wasn't a player, nothing against Mr. Bridgman's NBA skills, but he wasn't a top-notch player. But hopefully, sounds like the brother went on and made him some money and parlayed it. That's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? That's black economics. You see what I mean? And then also, too, I'm going to start putting that out there, is that you OTBs, unless you know what you're talking about, just keep your nose up out of our business.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Day zero.
Yeah, because you guys, you're distorting our information, number one, okay? Two is, you still putting yourself up there on the pedestal. You see what I mean? You still come to us, well, we're all the same, but yet, though, you all don't want to talk about the brutality and the brutalization of slavery. Well, the Irish and all that. Hey, man, that don't concern me. That don't concern us.
Exactly. Indentured servitude and slavery is two different things.
Yeah, it is. You see, because indentured servant means you just paying off a debt. And keep in mind, the indentured servant was violating black women on the plantation as well, too. And then indentured servants, Irish, you Irish, you guys own slaves, too. Yep. Why do you think you got so many black folk with Irish surnames? O'Neill, O'Donnell, O'Brien, anything like McAllister.
Yep.
You see? And then y'all try to come up here and then come to my inbox on my like page with a bunch of insulting ass shit. And then when I ask you to come up here on our platforms to back up that bullshit lie you're telling, you guys don't never take the offer. Nope. I know why you don't. Because one is you're lying. You know you're lying. You're ignorant. And you know you're ignorant. And you don't want to get hit with this truth. Now, keep in mind, I'm not the most brilliant person that day is. But dagnabbit, I at least try to know at least what the hell I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? And if I make errors that I've made plenty in my lifetime, I'll correct myself on errors. You see? And then keep in mind, we don't hate nobody, but we be damned if we gonna hate ourselves and love other groups. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Brother Che, take over, sir. I got to take this call, and I'll be back shortly. Okay.
I'm going to move to the first topic, which was the dump as in human shit, and we'll make that perfectly clear. Son's executive order updating childhood vaccine recommendations.
Hi, I'm Lindsay Reiser. Let's take you to the Oval Office. President Trump just started speaking a moment ago about an executive order regarding childhood vaccines,
including autism in particular. I want to thank the man who has done more than perhaps anyone else to bring about this real revolution, Secretary of Health and Human Services, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., my friend, and he's doing a fantastic job. I'm proud of you. Give me what a very powerful hand he is. Strong guy, by the way. Thanks as well to Director of the NIH, Jay Bhattacharya, Deputy Assistant to the President of Domestic Policy, Dr. Heidi Overton, our moms, and including Jamie Franklin, who's with us today, a very special person, and also the medical experts and professionals who've worked very hard on getting this to happen, this day to come. For long and far too long, a long period of time, America's recommended more childhood vaccines than any peer nation, and even twice as many doses as some European countries, and even more than that. In many cases, we were requiring 72 jabs for our beautiful, healthy, lovely, delicate little children, including giving the hepatitis B shot to infants and newborns on top of many other vaccinations. The hepatitis B shouldn't be given until they're 14 or 15 years old. They were given early. Effective immediately, my administration is recognizing gold standard childhood vaccine recommendations for only 11 core vaccinations against the most serious and dangerous diseases, along with the MMR, which hopefully will be split up. You have the MMR, we want it in 3 separate vaccinations given at separate times. Together, there could be a possibility they're quite lethal, and separately, it looks like they are not at all lethal, but just very effective. So the MMR, we want to have separate visits, separate times. The vaccine being broken into 3 separate single doses, and vaccines being administered in separate visits. For example, at 1 year, you should have 5 separate visits for vaccines rather than getting them all in the same day. And I saw this early on, and I've seen proof of it, where they have a vaccination that looks like the size of a bottle of soda poured into a little child's body. And bad things happen in many cases, in too many cases, because this is an explosion. This is an epidemic. So at year 1, you should have 5 separate visits for vaccines rather than giving them all in the same day. Very importantly, vaccinations for hepatitis B, COVID-19, and influenza, among others, are no longer recommended for all children. In addition, this executive order directs the Attorney General to advance legal challenges against states that violate children's rights to religious or medical vaccination exemptions for the exemptions. Other countries with high vaccination rates without mandates for school. Now, what we do is, other countries have very high vaccination rates, and they have not had, and they don't have, it's without mandates for school. Parents can still choose to give their children all of the vaccinations if they wish. It's up to the parents who are making recommendations that are strong, but it's up to the parents if they wish, and they will be covered by insurance. However, this updated recommendation finally aligns the United States with other advanced and developed nations around the world. More importantly, it aligns us with common sense and knowledge. Decades ago, children received only...
Michael, did I hear this correctly? That he's giving the parents the choice whether they want to vaccinate their kids? Michael? Michael, you're muted. Shabaka.
Okay, Michael, are you there?
He's muted. He might be busy eating or something. But I think I heard the don't say it's still echoing, Shabaka.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay.
You have the speaker on, or you on the headset with?
Okay, can you hear me now, Brother Che?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's just I could hear myself too. I can still hear myself.
Okay. All righty. Okay, now I'm thinking that these here, I was talking about these vaccine recommendations, that it doesn't look like he's mandating them like they did like in the 50s and the 60s.
Right. It looks like he's giving the parents a choice on whether they want to vaccinate their kids or not. You got Breeze in the building.
Exactly.
Salute, Breeze.
Hey, what's up, Breeze? Breeze. How you be?
Yo, what it do with y'all? What's going on?
Going on with Trump, finding his executive order. for the childhood.
And it's a
yeah, the
pleasant 94
vaccine.
degrees out here today.
Yeah, y'all was burning up out there.
Because a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
No, I was
was
gonna say,
burning up a couple of days ago, man, but we mostly.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was saying it's 94 degrees out here, so it's blocking the sun, man. So that's probably why we had the temperature drop. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever you did, Shabaka, sound like you're underwater now.
Oh man. Okay.
Where Mike
about
go?
now?
I don't know. He's muted.
Oh, he is? Okay. What up, Michael? Well,
Hear me
shit,
now?
yeah, we can hear you, Shabaka.
Wait a minute.
What's going on with y'all?
Yeah, because I had to.
Yeah, that was funny as hell, Jesse,
man.
when you fell asleep early this morning.
Oh,
right?
yeah, that was.
I was like, this nigga sleep.
Yeah,
I was like,
we
I
was just-
told her.
Yeah, it's
Go
like
ahead.
history o'clock.
We was just talking about the Watts ride, man, earlier, man, that I lived with as a child. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just saw the video. I was
And
watching
what
that
was-
video.
Yes, sir. And what happened was, that was shit compared to the party of 1992, man. 1992, when citywide, it was only in the Watts section, and then they brought out the National Guard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then too, you saw the LAP out there with ride.
He was scared when it happened.
Yeah, I know Shabaka was there. I
Yeah.
know. I believe that. I ain't acting like I don't know that.
Yeah, I was a little kid. Get
Yo.
ready to start kindergarten.
Oh, yo, what's that rapper
And
who
I
like
mean-
passed away recently? Is he from LA? He had those really like shitty braids. Like
Shitty braids.
he only
What's
like
his name?
you know what I'm talking about. He had like a couple of braids that just hung off his head. What's his name?
Coolio.
That's who that nigga Crew Reality was looking like in the hurricane.
Yeah,
That nigga looking like Coolio.
It do look like
That's who Crew Reality was looking like.
And then,
Coolio. I couldn't remember the nigga name. I'm like, what's the
and
nigga
then
name? Coolio.
Yep. R.I.P. to Cuz. Yep.
But go ahead, Shabaka. I know you were telling us something.
We lost Shabaka.
Hello?
We lost Shabaka. It's just me, you, and Michael.
Is Michael there?
Michael's on mute.
Oh, he doing something?
He must be. Yeah, I'm in a private chat. Like, are you all right, Michael? What's going on?
That nigga over there having a kung fu fight. And you're like, what that? Who come in my room? You motherfucker. Going hard in that bitch.
Okay, Rue. Damn.
Huh? Who, Amaru?
I gotta let Amaru out.
That nigga's like, nigga, told you, nigga. Don't you let me out.
He sprayed my damn rug. I just washed the motherfucker.
Oh, nigga. Like, nigga, we letting you hold your balls, nigga, and you doing foul shit.
Well, I got the paperwork now to get them fixed.
Yeah, get that nigga fixed.
Jesse, I'm back. Sorry, I was on the phone. I was on the phone with someone.
Okay.
Nah, we just fucking. What it do, Michael?
Yeah, I had to take care of a complicated situation.
Yeah, see, yeah, some triad work. I told ya.
Yeah.
Just slap down on nigga trying to move on territory.
Yeah, so before Breeze got on, I was asking if you had heard what Trump said about
yeah, the vaccine.
Oh, vaccines? No, this is first time I'm learning about it.
Look, I don't know. I hear all the doctors saying whatever, that this might look. I ain't seen nothing come good out of any of these people with their little thing. We see measles all over the place. And I don't know, man. I don't know. I think y'all haven't even retarded kids because y'all old. Y'all old and your eggs is old. Your sperm is all old and shit. The kids is coming out like, bleh. It ain't got nothing to do with no vaccine, my nigga.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Right.
You know,
Him and K Jr. saying that the vaccines is giving kids autism and Asperger's.
That's what he be saying because.
Yeah, this is the thing of RK making that kind of assessment. He has no evidence to claim that vaccine is causing people to have autism.
There's no actual evidence. Like, if we could be like, okay, yeah, this is evidence, but all the evidence that I'm looking at, I'm just telling you my own perception because I've looked at this and I was like, well, goddamn, all the people seem to be like really kind of like old when they're having these children. They're like 40 fucking 5. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to diss you, like, but I'm trying to tell you, nigga, 45 is old eggs and old sperm, nigga. Them sperms been sitting in there like, nigga, this nigga ain't busted nothing. Yeah. they just been sitting up in there. They sitting there on their bench. They like,
and then a lot of them cherries and a lot of them cherries at 45 years old is high mileage jobs. Like
that's what I'm saying. So when the sperm getting in there, niggas running out of gas and shit, trying to get to the bitch. Like, I thought you said it was down here. It's longer than we thought, nigga. Like, niggas can't even make it. They like, that pussy so long. Who she had up in here? This bitch pussy longer than the Ganges River. We like, bitch, where this bitch going? Lord. Like, you don't even know what this type of world you in now.
Jesus.
It's so fucked up.
Yeah.
You know? So the sperm is just
I'm
fucked
back,
up.
man. You know,
people are old. I feel like that's what it is for people. Like, you know, people wait till they're a little bit more financially stable. And that shit takes a good minute now. Before it used to be like 35. Now it's like 40s, nigga. That's when you start to really like, all right, I got my shit, we got my stuff. I ain't gotta really worry about these niggas telling me nothing, nigga. I'm just paying the bills. That's it, nigga. That's a wrap. You like, that's it, nigga. I'm chilling. And you might still work. You go work and shit. Because what else you gonna do? Just sit around the fucking house all day?
Right.
Yeah. You know.
Or you start getting your podcast together, or you get you work so you can fund what you plan on doing. That's what I tell some people who don't just be working to be like that, fucking working it for the rest of your life. Have your fucking dream and work the fund for your dream. This is the best time ever that you can make your shit happen.
Right.
Because through social media and every type of thing like that, you can make anything fucking happen. I don't give a fuck. You just got to dedicate yourself to the shit.
Right. That's right.
And if you don't, then you might not, like, you know what I'm saying? But if you just thinking like, well, I got to wait. No, you got to make this shit happen. This shit take work. I know some people, you be tired coming home from work. Like, nigga, I got to edit these videos. I got some monkey videos I'm editing right now. And I'm like, they're going to be funny as hell. But I was like, you know, it's taking me a minute to get these monkey videos out. I'm mad at myself. To have these monkey videos out on the first night.
See, that's Breeze. And we got Lady Che.
Hey, Keys.
What it do, Lady Che in the house?
Okay, hey, Breeze. Okay, I got a full house tonight. Hey, Breeze,
you know,
man,
running my goddamn mouth, nigga. Go ahead.
Man, that shit is fun.
I'll catch you guys later.
Okay, do your thing, Michael.
Yeah.
I'll holler at you.
Thank you for
calling. Michael, you out here too, motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna holler at you.
Right.
Get together. We'll eat some goddamn Hunan noodles or some shit, nigga.
He's in Alexandria.
Huh?
I think he's in Alexandria.
Yeah, he's in Alexandria, Virginia. That's nigga, that ain't that far from me.
No, that's
that's right down the way from me.
Yeah.
It just depends on the damn traffic.
Yeah, that DC traffic ain't no
I
joke.
might try to take that new fucking train they done built out here and be like, fuck it, I'm gonna drive to there and take the train
all the way out to Leesburg. They built one of the lines all the way out to Leesburg.
Yeah, to Ashburn. That's all the criminal niggas. That's why we been having most crime. I've been telling niggas, as soon as they open that shit up, there's been crime of the crime. You like, God damn.
There's a prison or a jail out there?
Hell yeah, they got a big ass jail they put niggas in. That's what niggas don't know. I'll be like, nigga, you going to jail, you come out here. Them niggas don't know you, nigga. It's jail. Who is this nigga?
Just like
somebody can vouch for him? All right, nigga. This nigga going to jail till we figure him out. That's how they did me when I first came out here.
They got in L.A. County, man. You know what I'm saying? It was like a damn fuck quake hit, right?
And so the nigga in the jail till we can figure this nigga out right now. You don't know. New York. New York City.
Go ahead. Like delayed, you know.
I was saying that Twin Towers was originally designed to be a prison, right?
It's drugs and something.
Then when we had
got guns and all that.
Right?
Like, don't y'all got guns already down here in Virginia?
We done with it.
We ain't got them New York kind of guns. Them guns, nigga. Heat-seeking nigger bullets. You know them niggas got them guns. Them type of guns you niggers got. Them niggas got the Terminator X gun, this nigga. These niggas from New York, now you gotta watch them now. Watch them, nigga. You like, what are you talking about?
All right, so came on, lady. We was talking about Trump with the recommendation.
I mean, vaccines.
Trump was saying that he's leaving it to the parents.
Oh, it's gonna be fucked up.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be fucked up, man. The parents ain't good right now. I'm just telling you, the parents ain't right now, my nigga. That's all I'm telling you. And you talking about the future parents, nigga? It's a wrap. It's a wrap, my nigga. I'm just trying to tell y'all, it's a wrap. You gotta look around on your own, be like, okay, like, yeah. All right. You know what I'm saying? I worry about my daughters. I'll be like, you know, because I've been telling them shit and
I'm talking to Don.
Oh, I'll be telling them shit, you know, but you be like, you worry still, you know, because when you ain't gonna be around, you don't know if they're gonna be still listening to what the hell you got to say when all they friends are saying this. No, don't feed them that. Feed them nut wheat. What is nut wheat? Where you getting nut wheat from, nigga?
Right.
Now it's no more almond milk. It's just nut wheat. Y'all drinking nut wheat milk.
Oh,
it's just all types of weird. Where's the nut wheat milk coming from? And nobody asked that. Y'all was all drinking almond milk and shit.
Cause see, it's them damn. That's that genetic.
Shabaka having technical difficulties for real.
Damn, he was right there about to give us some shit too.
Yeah.
Cause you remember it was like, all this peanut allergy shit came out of nowhere. It was like, niggas used to eat peanut butter. How did you survive, nigga, without no peanut butter?
Right.
I used to say that. How would a nigga survive with no peanut? You know how many peanut butter sandwiches a nigga ate? Peanut butter and crackers?
Right.
Nigga, you ain't had no peanut butter and cracker sandwich, nigga. Put some salt on it.
Right.
Nigga. This shit was busting.
Oh, hell yeah. I give me some peanut butter and crackers all the time.
You might take the peanut butter and crackers with the government cheese and put it together on the cracker, nigga. That's a meal, nigga. You like that shit, kill it.
Yeah, I'm not fucking with the government cheese.
Nah, nigga, you had to cut it into your squares on your own, nigga. You had to fight that shit.
Yeah, you had to cut that shit all the way up.
Yeah. you had to cut it with it. You had to make sure your knife was sharp, nigga, like you was about to cut meat. Niggas was watching you. Niggas watching you sharpen your knife, nigga, like you about to cut meat.
Hey, I remember the government box.
Nigga, that box came, nigga.
You never had
you had to get up early in the morning to go get that shit. You had to get up early in the morning to go get that shit. They gave you like a can that had a cow on it. That shit said beef.
Right.
In the powder.
Yeah, it was a silver can. All the meat, the powdered milk came in a white box, a big ass white box that said powdered milk. You had all your meat came in silver cans, nigga.
Yep.
So when the white people try to tell you like, oh, you niggas got something. No, we didn't get shit, nigga, from y'all. We got a can, nigga, that said pork. It said a pig on it. You might have a foot come out that shit with some gelatin and maybe some meat, nigga. Maybe. This is real talk, nigga, from niggas who live this life. Y'all niggas acting like, oh, you don't understand. When we saw what we was getting, we the ones fought to make that you could get actual food from the grocery store. If not, you niggas would have been getting the same boxes black people was getting in the beginning. Remember, it had a can that said chicken, nigga. You just saw a chicken, and then you don't know what type of part of the
right, or the one that said tuna, and it was a big ass fish.
Well, yeah, the tuna. It had a picture on. It was all silver cans. The cans were silver.
Yeah,
nigga. Yep. Every can was made of aluminum. Very little fucking imaging or instructions on the bitch.
Yep.
all the peanut butter had that oil sitting on top.
It all had the oil on top.
You had to mix that shit, but they didn't even tell you like, nigga, you gotta mix it.
Right.
Niggas learned that shit through trial and error.
Right.
Like, nigga.
That shit still goes down.
Well, you had to learn how to mix that shit like you was. That was the
you need to have
shit.
one arm. That one arm is having.
Yeah, that one arm. You got that one arm and you get peanut butter on your fist. You trying to lick the peanut butter off. You like that. But it still don't taste like peanut butter. Your brother's adding sugar and salt to that shit as you stir it. Niggas don't know. I don't want to hear shit from no tether. None of these niggas. Nigga, you know the shit we got, nigga.
The oil still go to the top.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Unless you didn't mix it right. But it would still be some of the oil. Not all of it, though. You had to mix the shit. You had to get all the way to that bottom, though. That's how you kept it from that oil coming back to the top. You had to get to that bottom,
You would be
nigga.
stuck for like 30 minutes.
Remember that shit you used to cry because that shit would tear your bread?
Yeah.
That shit would tear your fucking bread.
Yeah, word.
You can't shred that shit, nigga. You can only dab that shit on and it still might rip the bread, nigga. That one, the bread be fucked up, nigga. You be like crying and shit. This is real shit. These niggas don't know what we talking about, man. No tether know what we talking about. This is FBA shit.
Right.
This is FBA shit, nigga. The bologna came like one big giant ass shit wrapped in red.
Yeah.
A big ass shit of that shit too.
Yeah.
Your destiny shit. Do you want a thin slice or a thick slice? You know what I mean? How much bologna you eat that? You know what I mean? And man, I remember that time me and my brother had that. We had one of those. We thought we cut a thin slice, but it was all jagged. It was thick on one side and thin on the other.
Yeah.
And we was fucked up. We had for that.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Shabaka. All right, y'all. Let me get to this clip.
Yeah, man. I don't know why this shit keeps doing this. I know why, and I don't know why. You know what I mean? Okay. Now, this dude is talking about these vaccines. And you remember a while back, Brother Che, when I was telling you when I was in elementary school, right at that time when the Watts ride was going down, when I started elementary school, right?
Yeah.
And you remember me telling you, man, they gave me this vaccine, you know, like off of my right shoulder. And
yeah,
you know, and I used to have over the course of my life, man, that sucker used to swell up, right? I'm talking about it. I'm talking about all the way breezing up into my 30s, man, and I was always rupturing it. And then the cold part about it is
that shit looked like a big ass gun. That it looked like a big ass gun that they would rotate and put on your arm and shoot you with. I remember that shit. By the time it was my time, they decided that you ain't have to get that. My brother had got that shit, but by the time it was my time, they was like, "Oh well, we don't do that no more." And I was like, I remember that shit. My mama like being like, "Oh, they don't get that no more." She's like, "No, we give it, but we give it in a different way. We don't do that no more." I'm like, "Oh shit!"
Or the Bella, or which one?
It was some shit where they would. It was some shit where they would rotate this big ass gray gun. I remember that shit. They put it on my brother's arm, and I saw them like that shit looked like it damn near jabbed the shit out that nigga ass. I was like, I remember I was scared. Yeah, I remember I was scared of that shit. I was looking. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to get that one day. And they was like, yep. I was like, oh hell no. But by the time I got it, no, they didn't have it that way. They just had it in a regular like needle shot.
Right. Yeah, about time. Yeah, it was in the needle shot when I.
A regular needle shot.
Yeah, because I remember, man, you know, going to school, man.
I remember you used to be sore because they gave you all them fucking shots. I remember you would be so tired and sore because they would fucking give you damn near 7 or 8 different fucking shots, and then they would prick you with that thing.
Yeah.
Remember that shit that would prick your blood? You like, what the fuck?
Yep.
And they would take your blood and put it on that thing and go run it through the damn machine. You like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Nigga, you felt like you was becoming a soldier, nigga.
Right.
Yeah, for real.
You was being prepared to go to war. Like, nigga, this for school?
Yeah.
Damn.
School, I gotta get all these damn shots.
Yeah, you was like, you be crying. You were like, I don't want no more. Let me get the last shot next week, please, before school. I can't take another shot. Please. You just start crying. You were like, please,
here
no
was
more.
Something else that they had too, y'all. Brother Che, you remember the little white caps when the people would have wingworms and they used to have to wear the little white caps?
Oh, I used to feel sad for niggas who would catch ringworms. We used to dodge them shit. We used to see them shit swinging on the trees. You be like, there's a ringworm. You try to knock that nigga down or either get past that nigga. But you ain't want to. That's why we wore hats. That's why we grew up in New York wearing hats. Because it was like, you ain't want to catch no ringworm.
Yep.
Exactly. And then they would let us wear hats, man, when I was going to L.A. High.
Yeah, they used to try to do that to us. They used to try to do that to us. Till we brought the ringworm shit to school. Because niggas have finally it's video cameras now. It's the 90s. You got a video camera. You can like videotape, like, look at all this we got to go through, and you showing it to the principal. And they got to put it on the big screen in school, and they got to show everybody, and everybody's agreeing. Like, all the kids are saying, yeah, we all face that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And you got the kids who got ringworm and shit, because you didn't want no ringworm, nigga. Niggas would not hang with you if you had ringworm.
Hell no.
Niggas like, oh, that nigga Zaki, that nigga got ringworm.
Yep.
You be like, nigga, we ain't fucking with him. And you like, nah, nigga, that shit might jump from his head to my head.
Worm in the middle of your head.
Nigga couldn't wear your hat. Nigga couldn't wear your hat.
Nope.
Couldn't play with your G.I. Joes.
Nope.
He was like, nah, nigga.
Oh, man,
that nigga got ringworm.
Joes, man.
Nah, Shabaka, we ain't talking about them big giant ones that you had, nigga, that had the scuba gear, nigga.
We had him too.
we talking about
the
ones.
Gear, all that shit.
We had the little ones that you put the backpack in their back, like they had the little prongs and shit. And they were combat adjustable, ready for battle.
Yeah.
And they had little vehicles and shit. That's the G.I. Joes I know. Right. I don't know. When people first showed me them other G.I. Joes, I was like, what the hell? That's G.I. Joe. I was like, nigga, I ain't never seen those in my life.
Yeah, man, hell yeah, man.
My G.I.
Joes.
My G.I. Joes.
Kites.
Oh, yeah.
You know? My G.I. Joes were black niggas. Them niggas roadblock. Goddamn. Dusty. Oh, no, Dusty was a white nigga from Australia. He was a white boy. What's my other nigga? Because I love Roadblock. I love Roadblock because that nigga used to be rapping. That nigga was rapping.
Yeah.
That nigga said, I don't know, Joe, but today's we got to go because Cobra's trying to throw the blows. Nigga, it's on. That nigga was like, fuck on that. Get the hell up out of here. Remember that nigga was the nigga right there. Iceberg, that was the black nigga. That nigga was from he was Alpine. Alpine was black. These niggas climbing mountains. These are niggas. Fucking they weren't Africans. When you look at Alpine history, Alpine is from Tennessee.
Tennessee.
He learned how to climbing the goddamn the Great Smoky Mountains. That's what they said. Remember on the back of G.I. Joe, every nigga had his history. They had the nigga history, where this nigga from, how he became a Joe. You would read the back of that shit like, oh my God, this nigga from Tennessee, this nigga from my neighborhood.
Yeah.
Niggas were like, oh shit. They would have niggas from Chicago.
Yep.
Niggas was from Chicago, Indiana.
Yeah.
Wasn't no motherfucking niggas. The later G.I. Joe, when they brought the immigrants, when they brought fucking the Asian nigga who had the kung fu suit, the little ninja bitch with the red outfit. They brought that was the immigrants. That's when they brought immigrants.
Yeah.
Well, no, the one nigga with the dog was from South Africa. Niggas don't remember the nigga with the dog, the MP. That nigga was from South Africa.
Yep.
Oh, Zani.
They had a black nigga with a basketball t-shirt on and shit, but he just had a machine gun. I mean, he ain't really played basketball. That's just how niggas were children soldiers looking. They wore basketball shirts when they out there shooting and gunning niggas down. But they want to talk about we divisive. You divisive niggas. How dare you niggas? I despise you niggas.
We got Detroit Town in the house.
What up, Detroit
from
Town?
The G.I. Joe movie. Shout out there to
Word
Motown.
up, word up.
Yeah.
All that shit going down. We just telling y'all what we know.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna play us like we goofy, like we ain't never. Nigga, they put that shit in our cartoons the way this shit is. Africans was not down with us. Remember, that nigga had a run-in with Refrigerator Perry, the nigga with the basketball jersey. And I'm telling y'all, that nigga had a run-in with Refrigerator Perry character on the goddamn show.
Yep.
And they was talking about the difference, and the Refrigerator Perry took him to Chicago and Detroit to show that nigga the differences.
Yep.
This is in G.I. Joe, nigga. Not me making this shit up like delineation wasn't no real shit. It's always been like this.
Let's take you to the Oval.
Only fake niggas play like, oh, this shit was never really happening. No, it's always been this way. Y'all delineated first.
Right.
Y'all made us sit here have to be like, oh, we not y'all. And then when we decided to say, okay, cool, nigga, we not y'all. Oh, you niggas are bad. Yours are bad, mean nigga.
Like that motherfucker that called me that a cot at that time.
Yeah, you a cocktail. You niggas, you just is. You just beebs. All you niggas, you are the worst niggas all over. That's why the white man loves me so much better than you. Then the white man start kicking you right in your ass and deport.
And then the motherfucker turn around and come back to us to help him.
Yeah. Help me, nigga. Hey, big head. Hey, big head. Get the fuck out of here.
All right, let me get to this clip and we'll never
Go ahead, brother.
Office President Trump just started speaking a moment ago about an executive order regarding childhood vaccines,
including autism in particular. I want to thank the man who has done more than perhaps anyone else to bring about this
who's our
real
expert on
revolution.
this here, brother
Secretary of
Chad.
Health and Human Services, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., my friend.
Yeah, Dr. Parks,
Did a fantastic job. I'm proud of you. Give me what a very powerful hand he is. Strong guy, by the way. Thanks as well to
Motherfucker, when is your ass gonna go get in your goddamn jumpsuit in the fucking county
Deputy
jail?
Assistant to the President of Domestic Policy, Dr. Heidi Overton.
I know this motherfucker up here convicted of 44 goddamn
Jamie
felonies.
Franklin is with us
And in
today,
California,
a very
man,
special
they'll
person.
throw your ass under the motherfucking jail, man, if you only had 3 of them.
Trump's never gonna go to jail for any of that
stuff.
No, he's not. And you know what the cold part about this motherfucker is, Bree?
America's recommended more childhood vaccines than any peer
What,
nation.
brother?
and even twice
Is
as
it when
many
that
doses
motherfucker
as
used
some
to have his TV
European
show called The
countries, and
Apprentice,
even more
man?
than
I used to
that.
like that shit
many
because he
cases,
was
we
telling you
require
about how to get
72
paid.
jabs.
But as soon as this motherfucker
healthy,
ran for president, man, this
lovely,
motherfucker turned to a
delicate little
goddamn
children,
Dr.
including
Jekyll and Mr.
giving the
Hyde
hepatitis B
motherfucker.
shot
You
to
know?
Nah,
infants
Trump
and
been
newborns on
Trump
top
the
of
entire time.
many other
This is the apprentice nigga.
vaccinations. The
This
hepatitis
the
Yeah.
president mode.
Yeah, well, he
14
did
or
say if he
15
was
years
ever
old,
run for
they were given
president,
their
man,
own.
he would run as a
Effective
Republican
immediately, my
because them was the most
administration is
dumbest,
recognizing gold
stupidest
standard
motherfuckers
childhood
he ever came
vaccine
across.
Well, he did
recommendations
say
And
for
that
his
too.
election
core
proved it, you
vaccinations
know?
against the
But
most
at the
serious
same
and
time,
dangerous
that nigga
diseases,
said,
along with the MMR, which hopefully will be
nigga
split
love
up.
this job.
You have the MMR, we want it in 3
He's
separate
dominating
vaccinations,
niggas.
given at separate times. Together,
Go
there
ahead.
could be a
Oh, it is
possibility
playing,
they're
right?
quite lethal,
Yeah.
and separately, it looks like they are not
I
at
don't know
all
why I
lethal,
can't
but
hear
just
this
very
guy.
effective. So the
No,
MMR,
this
we want to have
StreamYard
separate
app,
visits,
man. This
separate
straight
times.
garbage,
The
y'all. They
vaccine being
kicked me out
broken
the
into 3
studio
separate
5
single
times
doses, and
already.
vaccines being administered in separate visits. For example, at 1 year,
Yeah.
you
Oh, he
should
did?
have 5 separate
Yeah, man.
visits
Yeah,
for
man. This
vaccines rather
StreamYard
than
is
getting
garbage,
them
man.
all in
Yeah,
the
they
same day.
all are. I mean, they
And I saw
don't.
this early on, and
They
I've seen
try to
proof
wreck.
of it.
It's
Where
only
they have a
them.
vaccination that
Is
looks like the
there's
size
not
of
really
a
anybody else.
bottle of
There's
soda
the
poured
other
into
one. I forgot
a
the
little
name of it
child's
real quick.
body.
There's another one
And bad
right
things
now
happen
that
in many
people
cases, too
starting to
many
slowly
cases.
use, but
This is an explosion. This is an epidemic.
no. That's
So
just
year one, you
yeah.
should
That's
have
just
5 separate
OBS.
visits for
You
vaccines
could
rather
just
than
do that
giving them
anyway if you
all
have like
in
your
the
whole
same
setup.
day. Very importantly,
Your
vaccinations
video
for
card,
hepatitis
your
B,
video card, and
COVID-19,
all that.
and influenza, among others, are no
But
longer
no, not
recommended
Streamlab. There's
for all
another
children.
company
In
that's sort
addition,
of
this
like
executive order directs the Attorney
restreaming
General to advance legal challenges
StreamYard
against
right
states
now.
that
I'm
violate
trying to
children's
think of the name.
rights
I
to
don't know if
religious
it's
or
called
medical
Chronos or
vaccination exemptions.
it's
The
it's
exemptions.
another company. I'm trying to
Other
think of the
countries
name
with
right
high
now. 'Cause
vaccination
they
rates
have a thing right
without
now. 'Cause
mandates
they
for
keep
school. Now,
sending me like
what we
shit
do is
on Facebook,
other
and I tested it
other
out a
countries
little
have
bit.
very
It
high
was
vaccination
okay.
rates.
It was
and
okay,
They
but I
have not
gotta
had,
try
and
it
they don't have
again.
the,
You know what I
without
mean?
mandates for school. Parents
They
can
they
still
wasn't they
choose
didn't
to
have
give
they
their
were still at the
children
birth
all of the
mark
vaccinations if
at
they
that
wish.
time when they gave
It's
it
up
to
to
me and
the
I
parents
tried
who are
it.
making
So
recommendations,
if
and
they
it's stronger. It's up to the
if they
parents. If they wish,
re-release
and they
it, I'll
will
try it
be
again.
covered by insurance.
That's why.
However,
Well,
this
they
updated
saying they
recommendation
just
finally
re-released
aligns
it,
the
so I'm
United
thinking
States
about trying
with
it
other
again,
advanced and
just to
developed
see
nations
how
around
they,
the world. More
you know,
importantly,
because
aligns
I
us
I
with
already got
common
an
sense
account
and
that's
knowledge.
connected to my YouTube.
Decades ago, children received only a small
I'm gonna
fraction
go
of
ahead
the
and
vaccines
Say, man,
I
could you
required today. In
subscribe
those
to Jenna
times,
Bourne
people
on
were
YouTube,
much
man?
healthier,
Because I
and of
need
course,
2 more
the
followers,
high
man, to
rates
go
of
live.
autism now
on
observed
what?
did
On
not
YouTube.
exist.
Yeah,
So
I've
there's a
already
reason
subscribed
for
to.
such
Oh, yeah.
epidemic
Okay,
rates of
okay.
autism.
Yeah, because Che
Yeah,
told me.
I've been
Much
subscribed to.
closer
Okay,
to where
all
it
righty.
was.
Yeah,
Okay,
Well, we do not
okay.
know exactly what the
I've
cause is
shared
with
your shit
respect
and
to
all that.
autism. It is
Okay,
essential
yeah.
to our research
Because
efforts
I
that we
remember you
have
did
the
a
very
live about
best
10
vaccine
days ago, man. I was
recommendations in
up
the
there in the
entire
chat,
world.
you know.
So we're reducing them. We're
Yeah.
changing it to
And I
visits
think,
over a
yeah,
period of a
yeah.
year, a year and a
yeah, that
half.
was the one where
So they get
Jesse he
20%
had went
of
live
what they
because
would
he
have
was
gotten
invited
in
as a
one big
guest. You
shot.
know what I'm
A
saying?
big
Yeah,
shot
yeah.
like the size
Yeah.
of a large glass of something. This
Yeah,
announcement's a major
I
victory
shout
for
you
parents'
out.
rights, religious and
Okay,
constitutional
okay.
rights, and for the gold standard science.
It's a
And we
matter if
will
niggas
continue to
do it or not.
research and
Niggas
update the
be
recommendations
Right.
as we learn more.
forgetting. Oh,
think you're going to see some
Shabaka, I
amazing results.
I gotta
breaking
print it out
up.
again.
It's not only that you're doing fewer
and then also
vaccines
too,
or
we got the
jabs, as they
GoFundMe
say, but
link
you're
up
doing
there.
them in a series of
Shabaka's,
visits to the
not
doctor,
the GoFundMe
much
link.
small amounts.
Yeah, to help the platform
To ensure
out.
Americans benefit from these
Yeah,
recommendations.
okay,
My
that is
administration is
YouTube
fully
link.
committed to using every
but we
tool
also
at our
fundraising.
disposal
Yeah.
potential
Yeah.
funding and finding. Frankly, we're doing funding and we're doing findings. And the findings will be announced almost immediately as we gain some strong surety.
Okay.
So now I'd like to have.
I don't even use my PayPal no more. I'll try to. I'll see what's popping if I can be active.
And you're probably gonna have to update it, man, because that's happening. I remember one time.
The PayPal be doing a lot of bullshit.
Yeah,
many times when
that's why I stopped fucking with. That's why I stopped fucking with PayPal.
Yeah,
they do it. I could do Venmo easily because that's connected to my bank. So I can do Venmo easily, like through my bank. That's just like my bank. But like my PayPal, they just started doing weird shit.
We're gonna have a tremendous
same thing with mine too, man.
Very simply, large amounts.
Oh, Mr. Ishmael stepping in. He said the brother needs a sub or two. Done. He sub. Shabaka, so you just got one. We need one more sub.
We're doing 20% of that.
Thank you.
At each visit.
And also, when we get there, we can go
I tell only one just Jay. I'll tell her. But she might not be subscribed. I'll tell
Ishmael. You know what I'm
I'll
saying?
tell only one just Jay.
You know, there are some
I'll get her
groups
tonight.
that have virtually no.
That's my sister. That's my sister right there. Only one just Jay. I could just hear her at any moment. She's gonna be responding back.
World of vaccines. So there's something wrong when we see record numbers all the time, every year for years and years. Every year gets higher.
I hear her ask her, she be like responding quick.
We think we have a very good recommendation.
Now this motherfucker Trump, man, where does he get them damn tailor cut suits from, man?
European countries versus the United States.
He got Italian nigga.
Oh, okay. So I need one more. See, just one more round, boss.
Yeah, you need one more.
Just one more round, boss.
You see
to quote the words of the infamous Joe Frey.
But they ain't gonna let you go live right away though.
So with that, I'd like
to. I think you gotta wait like 30 days. I think.
We'll go to the
yeah, you gotta get a certain amount of listening hours.
Yeah.
I just reinforce.
So yeah, that you gotta get people like actually listening, and then it's like 4,300 hours.
Epidemiological study at that time in history was performed.
And then after they review you now, nigga, remember they gotta review you.
Yeah.
And they were looking for autism.
Okay. We'll see what they do.
Depending on what content you put out in between here and there. So, I'm just trying to tell you, put some cars in there, put some cats and dogs in some videos. And yeah, because if it's all too revolutionary, nigga, they gonna shut it down. Yeah, that's what they do.
There has been a dramatic increase.
I'm telling you, I ain't making this shit up. Nigga, look, Jesse, how long has it been me trying to get monetized?
Noticing it more. But
how long has it been for what?
Me trying to get monetized.
Oh shit, it's been a minute.
You know that, and I'm just starting to, and I ain't even finished all the stuff yet that they told me I gotta do.
Damn.
So it's like, yeah, them niggas, when you got shit that they consider like harmful content, because they consider us, those of us who like stand up for black people, like we're bad niggas.
Yeah.
You know, we're bad niggas. That's why I got the shirt covered.
They hit us with, what's that disease they said, Jay, dreptomania?
Yeah, we got dreptomania.
Yeah, they said we got dreptomania.
We running away from the damn plantation. But like, so they gonna rule you probably like, you know, dangerous to like a dangerous content creator. They say that. Like that's exactly what they told me. I was like, damn. I was like, well, I refuted it in the email and shit. It's like, well, your content, you know, is sort of xenophobic, and I was like, no, it isn't.
Yeah. Right. And then
I was like, I'm defending myself. And then after I repealed it, they actually backed down and said, oh yeah, after we re-evaluated and looked at your stuff. I was like, yeah, y'all trying to make it like I'm a bad guy. I'm not. I just defend black people. See, this whole idea that black people can't defend ourselves against other people, I think that's wrong.
Right.
Yeah, it is. It's dreptomania, as Che was saying. You know what I mean? And then, too, I don't know, Bree, if you saw the one that I did on the Fruitvale station. You remember my video on the Fruitvale station?
I saw the Fruitvale station.
Because see, originally, that video, man, was 11 minutes long, right? Because I went to the Fruitvale station, right? Then I noticed the motherfucker went down to 9 minutes. Then it went down to 3 minutes, and I just said, fuck it. Because, and the reason I tore the motherfucker down, man, is because you all took out the essence of the message. You see what I mean? And then, Trey, you remember when little Nia Wilson got killed? And over there at the MacArthur BART station over there in Panther Town? You know what I mean? They took that down, and I asked one of those BART police officers.
When our lovely sister, Layla, who be on Tariq and shit on Ism Radio, when she said that motherfuckers ain't invited to the barbecue, that's like one of my best videos. That shit got damn near 50,000 hits, but they buried the video. They buried that video because she's saying about who ain't invited to the barbecue no more.
Yeah.
She was saying Nabisco's is not invited.
Exactly.
And they make that video, even though that shit hit like 50,000. It's like more than 50,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like that shit is like, it's still people be contacting me over that video. Like, oh shit. And then seeing you talking to Layla before she started, I'm like, yeah, nigga, that I've been fucking with her since the first rally for reparations. I was chasing her and Bree down.
Yeah.
I'm like, them some fine little sisters. And they little. That's the shit. You like, oh my God, you so little. I could just take you up and curl you up and hug you forever. I just would want. I used to say that. Like, yeah, I'm like, I used to laugh because I'm like, I know this sounds creepy. I used to chase them around the rally for reparations. It was funny.
Yeah. Okay, now let me ask you this, my man. Did you get that resistance that I get back on my like page, man? Well, that happened so long ago.
No.
And I tell these motherfuckers.
They cool sisters. They are cool. I love them. Them sisters are cool. They funny. Yeah. They don't. They know. They like, yo, Breeze. I remember. They like, Breeze. You need to stop being scared of women. That's what they be laughing at me. They be joking at me like that. Cause I be fucking with them. I be shit. When I was at the rally for reparations, I was around all of them. Nice T girl, all of them. And them are fine sisters. Every last one of them. I believe a chick named Star was there, but I probably didn't go near her.
Yeah, that's nice cousin.
Yeah, that they cousins. Word up.
All right, Michael, what do you want me to do? Should I continue playing this clip or move to the next?
Nah, we done with Trump.
Move on to the next one, man. And RFK Jr., man, fuck him, man.
We don't trust that.
Fuck RFK Jr.
We don't trust him either. He already
He's
said
not
a
to
bunch
be
of racist
trusted.
stuff. He's already said a bunch of racist shit, like black people shouldn't be in control of their own children. He said that.
Damn. I
That's
wish you'd tell that
RFK.
shit to my parents.
What's up, world? Let me
He's a
tell you about this
scumbag.
beard growth oil I got.
All the Kennedys though were scumbags. I think Bobby might have been Bobby would have been the only nigga who probably wouldn't have been that shitty because he was actually listening to black people.
Yeah,
he wasn't. Yeah, that's why they got rid of
JFK, the president.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his brother
and
Bobby.
also too,
But
brother
Bobby
Trey,
was actually listening to black people. He was actually on the ground, like. wait,
I remember the day he got assassinated in Los Angeles. Right there at the Ambassador Hotel, Che. And you remember I told you I went to LA one time looking for the Ambassador Hotel because I was going to do a live feed from it, right? And I couldn't find it. And I was around this construction site, then it hit me, where they was building Robert F. Kennedy High School. So I said, okay, you guys tore it down and putting the high school here because a block down, man, there used to be a night spot I used to go to, man, called the Red Onion, right? And the Gentleman. If you wanted to go get you something hot and quick, man, that was the spot to go. Do you know what I'm saying?
The Red Onion.
Yeah, hell yeah, the red onion, man. And
shit's...
keep in mind, when I was drinking a little bit, Breeze, I would sit there by the big ass window because the bouncers was always throwing motherfuckers outside, man. And I'm sitting there, but now I'm watching World Heavyweight Championship outside on the front. He didn't give a fuck, man. As long as he was 3 feet from his door, man. And these motherfuckers be out here scrubbing, man. And I asked one brother, man, you know, who was leaking a little bit. I said, homie, what was y'all fighting about? Oh, man, we was fighting about this girl. I said, young man, listen to me when I tell you this. He said, what's
always
that
a hoe.
Yeah, if you're going to fight, man, go fight for some money, man, okay? Because with that snatch, what them women got between their legs is like water, brother. It's everywhere. Now, don't get me wrong. You might find a piece that'll get you totally strung out, that will blaze and amaze you. You see what I'm saying? Make you forget all essence of your being. You know what I'm saying? What was that song by Gladys Knight, On and On?
Yeah.
Getting with the kiss and getting with the hug and chills I feel whenever. Yeah, man, that is some dangerous shit, sirs. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't saying there ain't good women out there. So this is for all you women been hitting me in my inbox saying that I hate women and all that old type of shit. No,
we love women.
I don't hate women. I loves women.
We love good women.
Pussy motherfuckers out there shoving ketchup up your ass. You motherfuckers are sick.
Right.
Okay? Now, I understand you got issues. Okay. I understand.
Oh, those ain't women now. Those are
Of course
women.
they ain't women, man. These is goddamn men, man, with worse than 5 o'clock shadows with all three of us put together.
Right.
Talking about he a woman. He a woman. And then in California, if you say that motherfucker ain't no woman, man, they want to hit you with a hate crime, Breeze. Why the fuck you think I moved to Nevada, man? That's one of the reasons I had to get up out that crazy ass state. And then I want to mention the earthquake too, Brother Che, if I may. For those of you getting serious now, a 7.2 earthquake, okay? That is a major earthquake, okay? So buildings is crumbling down, okay? Water pipes is busting. Gas lines is
Colombia.
blowing up.
I did show some video of that yesterday, you know.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah, them quakes ain't nothing nice. I lived through 3 major quakes, Breeze, when I was living in California.
But they was actually 7.4.
Oh yeah, that's a major earthquake, sir. See, the small tremors, man, like the 2s and the 3s, that ain't shit. Like I think your state, man, or New York got hit with a 3.5, and people was up here.
Yeah, Virginia, we had a
talking about that they was scared and all that shit, man. Do you know how many of them motherfuckers I slept through?
We're not used to that shit.
We ain't used to it. I'm trying to tell you, nigga, that day we was outside, and that shit moved me from one spot. And I was over on another spot. I was like, how the fuck I get way over here? Me and my wife was like, she just gripped my arm. She just held my arm and her nails going in my damn arm while we moving. I didn't even know we was moving. I'm just like, okay, my man and them, they over there now. Like, why are they over there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we over here.
Here's one for
I
you.
don't even know what happened. I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck just happened, yo? Why did this whole fucking sidewalk like move like fucking jelly?
Yeah. That's the ripple of the quake, Breeze. Because
that's what we felt. And we was right. We was so far. I'm like, I'm so far from my house. I get in my house, all shit is knocked down in the house.
And then what you got to check out too, man, is your plumbing, man, and also too the structure of the houses. Because what happened is, if the quake could loosen the house, man, and the house could come tumbling down.
We was moving out of there anyway, so we didn't give a damn at that point. We was getting ready to move out that apartment.
And I remember in 1994,
we about to move into a house.
When that quake hit, Brother Chad told you about it, 1994 in January, right? Man, I'm driving to work, going down the street, going through Hollywood, man. They had one of them old apartment buildings that's been sitting up there since the 1930s. The whole side of that motherfucker came down, man, and you literally looking in people's bedrooms and bathrooms and shit like that.
Yep.
And they scared as hell trying to get out there. And then guess what the fire department tell you and the police department tell you, Brother Che, when such a thing happens?
Don't call us.
Don't call us. There ain't nothing we could do for you. We all tied up. So that's the case, man, of where you got to go for what you know, breathe. And if you ever hit LA, man, first thing you do, man, is go get you some water. Okay, buy it, trade for it, steal it, by any means necessary, because they're going to try to hoard the water. Bullshit. I need this water to live. You know what I'm saying? And get all of it, and then make sure you squeeze the bottles, man, to make sure that it's still intact. You see what I'm saying?
Well, I'll stay on the East Coast, and I'll suffer the damn
hurricanes.
And
yeah, you all them hurricanes. That's too much for me, man. Because when I went to Florida, man, I was talking to people about the hurricanes, man. Yeah. And I said, you all get advance warning, right? So when I checked into this hotel, you know, like how you got to show your ID. So I showed them my California ID at the time. They said, oh, you from California? I said, yeah. I said, man, you all be having advance notice on them hurricanes. He says, yeah, man, when we see it out there, we batten down the hatches and all that. I says, uh-huh. I said, hey, man, you ever tried being in an earthquake? He says, no, man, how does that work? You don't know when that motherfucker coming, dog. Right now, with me sitting right here in this little room right now, man, if California decided to break off in the water and this rocks Nevada a little bit, man, all this shit come tumbling down on.
They actually can tell. They just don't like broadcast it right away because they like not certain, because there's tremors all the time, right? So
right.
There's tremors going on all the time, but at certain times they be like. They start noticing like that shit get into a real like vibration, and they actually do release like a call on your phone that you might experience an earthquake. They actually do that now.
Yeah, they do.
You know,
but the place to check out, y'all, and if they got a page, man, follow it. That there would be the California Institute of Technology, or commonly referred to as Caltech.
Yeah, the Geological Survey. Yeah, they'll let
that's at Caltech.
They'll let you know real
It's in
quick.
Pasadena, California.
That shit come through. Because when that shit happened, I told people, I said, we people don't know that we've had other earthquakes since the one that we had back in a couple of years ago out in Virginia. We've had other earthquakes. A lot of people don't know that. It's not really making the news right now, but we've had them. And it's like, you know, people were like, yo, what the fuck is that? And my phone go up like, you experiencing tremors. And I'm like, what the hell with this shit? I was like, yeah, I can feel this shit. The floor kind of moving a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not
and
heavy.
I tell you, where it really fucked up at, though, y'all, was when the damn Bay Bridge collapsed up there in San Francisco. Now, the thing is, you got to understand this here, Breeze. They got what they call the San Andreas fault line, right?
Yeah.
And if you take a flight, man, from Los Angeles to San Francisco or Oakland, like I did many a times, and if you're on the right side of the plane that's going north, man, and look out the window, man, you will literally see that great big ass motherfucking crack, man, from 35,000 feet in the air.
Yeah,
and I be saying, so that's it. And so then, you know, like how the pilot come on in and tell you little shit, you know. And he said, this your pilot, look on the right side of the plane, folks. You see that big crack, that's a San Andreas fault. You know what I'm saying?
I remember that one y'all had in 2011, it was a 5.8.
Oh, man, yeah, now that'll wake you up, Brother Che. That one will wake you up. 5.8 will wake you up. But that goddamn Northridge quake, man, that motherfucker woke me up at 4:30 in the morning. I get up out the bed to go dive under something, man. The motherfucker knocked me in the back of the bed, and I said, fuck it, let me ride it out. You know what I'm saying? You know, it ain't nothing nice, man. You know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers be thinking that God is playing, just like old boy, man, when we was with that other network, Jay. Where the dude talked about the concept of gear, about how the planet Earth defends itself. Well, you all want to dump oil in a fucking Pacific Ocean, then guess what, motherfucker? We got some cancer for your ass.
Right.
You motherfuckers want to have these damn oil rigs fuck up, or that shit that melted over there in Fukushima, damn sharks coming from Frisco Bay and the tuna, and UC San Francisco students, Breeze, which is University of California, San Francisco, right? These PhD majors was taking samples, man. They saying the damn tuna fish got eyes glowing in the dark. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all types of stuff.
Yeah, all
the same
kind
thing
of shit
that just recently happened over here in Virginia with the Potomac River flooding some feces flooded the Potomac River and stuff. Now all the goddamn catfish got some type of cancer and just some wild shit. Just like that just happened like last year. And the effects are being still seen this year as the
and that shit is gonna last for centuries and if not years, man.
Yeah, that's what I told people. I said, if the goddamn catfish caught cancer, nigga, why would you be drinking or using any of that water?
Right.
Exactly.
Why would you eat any of that fish that come out that water?
Right.
I don't go to the Potomac. I be like,
and I don't eat catfish, man, because I had somebody serve me some catfish at their house. I says, no, man, I don't eat catfish because they bottom feeders, right? Man, they got offended. What kind of nigga is you that don't eat catfish? Well, first place, man, I'm not nobody's nigga. I'm a black man in America. One man's meat is another man's poison. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And then like one motherfucker gonna tell me, because see, I don't eat chitlins, right? I got family members that eat that shit. And when they cook it, I says, you guys cooking chitlins, huh? They said, yeah. I said, okay, I'll check y'all next week sometime. Man, how come you ain't eat no chitlins? I says, you all been knowing me all my fucking life, right?
Yeah, you don't
this is
eat
about
it,
the 25th fucking time I'm telling you, I don't eat no goddamn hog guts. Man, I'll never forget the first time I smelled that shit. Man, I damn near vomited. You know? I damn near vomited. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Man, you ain't no real nigga. You right. I ain't nobody's nigga. I'm a black man in America. You know what I'm saying?
Reported earthquake in Virginia history was it February 21st of 1774.
1774.
Yeah, it knocked houses off of foundations around Petersburg.
Yeah, I would expect Virginia would have had some shit like that.
And was felt by Thomas Jefferson at Monticello.
Well, the shit have went on and killed his ass, that raping, slave trading pedophile.
All right, so Lisa gonna give us an update on the Colombia earthquake.
Okay. And it's fucked up. I'm going to tell you that right now, people. Yeah, come on with it. You're going to see some absolute devastation.
They just had one in Venezuela, what, like a month or two ago?
Uh-huh. You see, because, it's all in the ring of fire, Brother Che. You see what I'm saying?
Ring of fire. Wait, hold on. I'm going to have to go out because I can't even hear Lisa. I'm going to go out and come back in.
Okay, Breeze.
All right.
Well, actually, Shabaka, it's not part of the Ring of Fire. It's part of the Caribbean. What is it called? It's a special name for it. But the Ring of Fire is further west than where this is.
Yeah, the Ring of Fire is around the Pacific. This is in the Atlantic, yeah.
Because they have faults in the Caribbean, too.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Actually, when I think about it, if this is on the west coast of Colombia, yeah, that's part of the Ring of Fire.
Okay, does the west coast of Colombia hit the Pacific, Brother Che?
Yes.
Wait a minute. I'm trying to remember my damn geography right now.
Yeah, because you got Panama and then Colombia.
Okay. All right, then that is in the Ring of Fire.
Yeah, so I stand corrected. Okay, Breeze is back.
Breeze.
Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. So they did the same shit with you on StreamYard where you had to go out and come back in, huh?
Yeah.
Lousy motherfuckers, boy, I tell you. You know, okay.
Yeah, StreamYard do the same thing that Restream does.
Yeah.
They got it where I can't even load up videos on StreamYard no more, so I don't even know how to load up videos no more.
Damn.
Well, that's the same thing they did with me, man. I had to delete all my videos, man. And Chase said he got them archived, so I hope you got them archived, brother Che.
Yeah,
you know?
Play it, Jesse, so I can see if I can hear it.
Okay.
Shalom, family.
Okay, good. Yeah, I can
Good to see you all. Hope you're doing well. I know by now many of you heard about the earthquake in Colombia. They said this is the worst earthquake since 100 years ago. Apparently 100 years ago they had a really bad quake there. And there are some that are saying the one that hit Colombia is actually worse than the one that hit Venezuela.
Well.
But something is going on there in South America. I don't know. You guys might be under some serious judgment. That's for sure. All these earthquakes, and there are strong ones over 7 magnitude.
Oh, yeah. That'll fuck you up. A 7 fuck you up.
It just seems like it just keeps coming. And I also
when that motherfucker hit 10, that's total devastation.
In that region,
that's what happened to Fairbanks, Alaska, Jay, in 1964.
So they're going through it. They are going through it for real. And yes, it was a bad one.
Yeah.
So
tell me about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I was looking at a few articles and I'm putting a live together for tomorrow saying that Iran just revealed that America don't have hardly any missiles left. And some of the articles were saying the U.S. military is just allowing the Iranian missiles to hit because they really don't have much to fight with anymore. So we'll really get into that tomorrow. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Please give me a 1 if you can see my screen.
Yeah, you should expect that. $100 million missile versus a goddamn $35,000 drone.
A powerful 7.4 magnitude earthquake struck the South American country of Colombia this morning, and today the death toll is climbing.
The quake struck the western region of the country, bringing down buildings and trapping people in the rubble. The president there has now declared a state of emergency. Eyewitness News reporter Rob Hayes joins us now with the latest.
Man, the motherfucker's beyond a state of emergency. That's a state of disaster, you dumb fuck. Look at that shit.
Colombia has declared a national disaster. Now, 7.4 is a very powerful quake, but experts say its depth.
Yeah, I keep it rocking, yo. I'm going to tap out.
Scenes of terror as the earth started shaking and buildings started falling. Powerful 7.4 magnitude earthquake.
Thank you for joining us, Breeze.
Rumble, ground rumble.
We'll catch you later.
Ripped across western Colombia, the epicenter about 250 miles away from the capital city of Bogota. The death toll consistently rising throughout the day as rescue teams scrambled to pick through the rubble of collapsed buildings.
Get them dead bodies out of there, too.
Emotionally shaken, saying a falling tower nearly crushed him when the quake hit around 7:30 this morning. One family stuck dangling hundreds of feet in the air in a gondola. Below them, the destruction clearly visible.
We're all just kind of in shock in this city.
California native Sam Simpson felt the quake in Medellin, where she has lived for 3 years now. Colombia's Geological Service called this the country's most powerful earthquake in the last decade.
Kaboom.
And Simpson can attest to.
We live in a high-rise building near the top, and so we just felt this sway that was like, it literally felt like our building was going to crack in half.
The intensity of today's quake, somewhat buffered by its depth. Experts say it originated more than 60 miles underground.
There were 1.5 million people who received intensity 7 shaking.
Caltech seismologist Lucy Jones says even though Venezuela also had 2 huge earthquakes back in June, These quakes are not out of the ordinary, but it serves as a good reminder to Southern Californians to be prepared for the big one, which could be even more devastating than what we're seeing in Colombia today.
We are going to have an earthquake this size, and we're going to be closer to it because we don't have deep earthquakes here. We only have the shallow ones, given what our tectonics are. And when you're close to a 7.4, we're talking intensity 9 or 10 shaking.
Meantime, Southern California firefighters are already packing their bags. LA County's Urban Search and Rescue Task Force 2 has been ordered to head down to Colombia to help find survivors buried in debris.
And then you're going to have diseases from dead bodies.
¡Corre, que está temblando! ¡Corre, salte,
They're looking real good. Now, I'm going to tell you something, people.
Dios mío bendito.
With the quake of that intensity, that man would not have been able to run because it would have knocked him down. Yeah, him right there. So this is getting some AI shit right here. Yep, crib gone. Yeah, that motherfucker there just became homeless.
That ain't no AI, Shabaka. That really happened.
Yeah, looking at it. Yeah, looking at it right there. Yeah, that's really happening. Okay, you see the ripples in the ground right there, Brother Che?
Yeah.
Okay,
They believe the little girl is still inside this building. That's the sense of urgency that has got dozens of folks now on top of what was.
Yeah, man. Yeah, they got to get them dead bodies out of there. Otherwise, they're going to be having death contamination disease.
The restaurant.
Yep.
Now, this is why people, when it comes to the bottled water,
and they're trying to clear a lot of that.
For
this was
you buy it
Main Street
or you steal
went around this central square. That's totally covered.
Because everybody's
going to
be clammed up
here, and
you see what
a
I'm
lot
saying?
of other resources that are
and
coming
then
in.
Motherfucker standing out there talking about he got some bottled water for sale, man. He's liable to get his ass
past 24 plus hours so that this operation hasn't had to stop. But you can see there's a lot of focus now on one area in particular. And we've been watching this over the course of an hour or so, and it's gone from moments of total silence. Even the crowd around has been totally quiet and trying to allow them to listen for whatever sounds they might hear from beneath the rubble. We were told throughout the night they could hear some sounds, even yelling at times, according to one neighbor who was out here. That has stopped, and yet it hasn't slowed down. You go block after block after block, and you will see similar scenes of destruction and similar efforts of search and rescue, where they will go from one location to another with teams, canine units, to try to figure out what they can do in that moment to potentially save lives. When it comes to this building behind me, one neighbor told me that over the course of the past day, they were able to pull out 7 people altogether. 3 of them.
The canine units are cadaver dogs. That's what he's not telling you.
Yep.
They're looking for dead bodies because one thing they will say, man, is that the dogs are very, very sensitive of where a dead body is. You see what I'm saying? That's why they call dogs man's best friend, because a dog will lay your life down for you, but there's still mysteries about dogs and the connection to humans. The high-powered ears, the scent. You see what I'm saying? And spell dog backwards, and what do you got?
G-O-D, God.
Exactly. You say a dog will save your life, you know?
Yep. All right, let me finish the clip, Shabaka.
Yeah, and this is just bringing back some flashbacks to
the other
the
4
quakes I've lived
survived,
through.
and they're just hoping at this point that the little girl, who they believe is still inside there, along with another older woman, that they can get them out safely.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the moment people flee in terror as an earthquake hits Colombia. BBC Verify has pinpointed nearly a dozen videos from around the epicenter of the magnitude 7.4 earthquake, here roughly 240 kilometers from the capital Bogota. In the city of Manizales, a woman steadies herself as the ground trembles before a 5-story building collapses in front of her, and people are evacuated from a nearby university. On the other side of the city, the clock tower on the Catedral Basilica has tipped precariously. Further south in Cali, people flee as parts of a local hospital collapse onto ambulances below. From on top of a hill on the edge of the city, you can see multiple plumes of dust as buildings crumble.
Then you have to assess the situation, make your rescue attempt.
¡Sube que está temblando! ¡Sube, corre! ¡Corre que está temblando! ¡Corre, salte, ven! Dios mío bendito. Dios mío, Dios mío. Dios mío. Padre Santo, Padre Santo. Padre Santo. Padre Santo. Micho los niños. Los niños, Micho, los niños.
Damn. And also, too, people, another thing, too, that when you experience a quake like this, you also have to give your body time to settle down, like your internal organs and stuff like that.
Can you imagine what the aftershocks were like?
Yeah,
I bet
Lisa,
you they got
I know all
hundreds
about
of them.
it. I grew up in Los Angeles, honey. Yeah,
That was
I know what it's like.
crazy. That was
Oh, it's
crazy.
downright insane. It can get downright
The last
uncivilized.
time I looked at the death toll is up to 120. That's going to go way up.
Yeah,
It's
it
going to go
is.
way up. This happened at a time when the children were in school and people were at work and out and about. Yeah, it's going to go way up. Just like Venezuela, when they had their earthquake. I think that was just a month ago. And now you got Colombia, and wow, what a mess.
Yeah, we get them here too, Shabaka, but they're babies compared to the ones that hit California. We have
Yeah, because you get
hit in 1882. It was a 6.6.
yeah.
We
And
have
then don't
one.
forget the 1906 San Francisco earthquake, Che, which
I'm
was
talking
a
about
major earthquake, and they literally had to rebuild all of San Francisco. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm talking about Colorado, Shabaka. So we
Oh,
have
okay.
one in 1882. That was a
Uh-huh.
6.6. It was on the northern
Damn.
front range, just west of Fort Collins.
Okay.
It is the largest natural earthquake in Colorado's recorded history. It caused structural damage in Boulder, power disruptions in
Okay.
Denver, and was felt as
Right.
far as Kansas and Wyoming.
Yeah. See,
We had
because see what happens is when the
we had
okay
one
when
to
you at that. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
We had another one August 9th, 1967. It was magnitude 5.3. It hit northeast Denver, Karma City area, the most economically damaging earthquake in the state's history, causing over $1 million in damage to buildings and infrastructure across the Denver metro. And then we had another one in 2011 at Trinidad and Raton, damaged homes and chimneys in southern Colorado, associated with what? What is it? Hold on. It was associated with something. Oh, associated with water, wastewater injection. Damn it. I can't remember how to spell this now. Coal bed, methane gas extraction.
Oh man, now methane gas, man, now that could be deadly too, because that shit is highly flammable.
So it says most daily earthquakes in Colorado range between magnitude 1.5 and 3.5, typically clustered near the Raton Basin, Trinidad, Segongo area, the San Luis Valley, in the West Valley Mountain valleys, Western Mountain Valleys, i.e. Redstone and Carbondale. Seismologists estimate that Colorado remains capable of producing a natural earthquake in the magnitude of 6.5 to 7.5.
I believe it. And then you just pray to God, man, that the quake don't hit NORAD, man.
Well, that's in northern Colorado.
Yeah.
Most of ours are in southern Colorado.
Yeah.
It's rare if they hit northern Colorado, but they have happened.
Yeah, because, we all know what's at NORAD, man, and that could be real bad.
Yeah, well, NORAD is like right outside of Cheyenne Mountain, so it's like kind of southern Colorado.
Yeah, it's in Colorado Springs.
Yeah, that's southern Colorado.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, and my advice to people who've never experienced an earthquake, okay?
But NOAA is in northern Colorado.
Okay. Now, the thing is, people, you have to understand about the quake is that your body itself, particularly if you're in a major one, is going to go through a period of shock. Okay, I've experienced it. Okay, you're going to be nervous. Your stomach is going to be queasy. And you're going to always have the urge to go to the bathroom. Okay? And it'll take you about a couple of days to subside from it. You see what I'm saying? And if you got to go to the bathroom, go to the bathroom. Don't let that piss and shit stay in there, man. Go shit outside if you have to. You know what I'm saying? Go piss in the alley if you have to. But you don't keep body waste from escaping your body, because that could make you extremely sick, and it could kill you.
Yep.
You see? So as embarrassing as it may be, you may have to drop your drawers and shit out in the middle of the street, but at least you'll be all right,
Yeah.
and whatnot. And it just goes to show is that with all this damage to the environment, in my opinion, this is the earth like hitting back. You know what I mean?
That's exactly what it is. All right, let me finish, Shabaka.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I know they've been pretty powerful. These earthquakes, they have been really powerful lately. Yeah. So, y'all, this has been crazy. So, all I have to say is that we'll see. I had one of a brother who was living there, and he said that when he woke up, his maid was trying to tell him to leave his apartment building, and said she just stopped cooking and ran. And next thing you know, he said he was still in the apartment and he could feel the shaking, but he never made it out of the building. But lucky for him, his building did not collapse. So he's okay. But yeah, that is just too scary. Yeah, they also had a volcano eruption. And, you know, there are some videos out there that people were saying they spotted something in the sky, like a UFO, just before, they said like seconds before the earthquake hit. There are videos of people showing an object up in the sky. And some were calling it a portal. Some were saying they didn't know what it was, but you could see it. There was definitely something there. And then, and just instantly, the earthquake happened.
Well, the only way I could see that happening is if it kicked off some type of sonic vibration.
So, I tell you what, it has been very interesting. And y'all know the Lionsgate portal is opened right now. It is opened right now. And, you know, a lot of people were predicting things would happen. And tomorrow is the eclipse. I think it's seen in places like Greenland and Iceland. But, you know, sometimes they'll tell you it can't be seen here and it can be seen here. They don't get it right. So that is supposed to start at 11:35 and it ends after 2 o'clock. But it's supposed to be a total eclipse. So with all of these different events going on, y'all, yeah, you know, the judgment is real and we're seeing that judgment. We're seeing a lot of it.
A solar eclipse.
So I do want to make a quick announcement too before I go. I contacted UPS because a lot of people were not seeing their packages when, you know, you put in your tracking number. It kept saying that it was just created and it was already picked up. And I had to explain to them, you got to do something, you know, update your system or something. I said, it says that the label was created. And I said, that package went out like 2-3 days ago. So they went in, I don't know what they did, but all of the tracking is now up to date. So if you couldn't see your tracking before, you should be able to see it now. So I think it was their system that just was not updating at all. But the last time I looked at a bunch of packages that were out. I can see the tracking for everything now. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank Lisa Gibson for the 10 jewels gold coin. Thank you so much. And Shantez Davis Sr., thank you for the 10 jewels gold coin. Thank you so much for your support for my channel. So y'all, you know, we're going to have to look out for each other in these final days because we sure can't count on this lame-ass government here. So I'm just thinking if a natural disaster hits America, you got to know you're on your own. You know, pretty much. Donald Trump has completely dismantled FEMA. Not that FEMA was doing anything. Trust me, they weren't. We had Hurricane Sandy in my state, and FEMA is not far from where I live. Y'all, they did absolutely nothing. They did absolutely nothing for us. So when people were sitting in the dark for 2-3 weeks until they got the power back, they didn't do anything. They were absolutely useless. So any disasters happening now, you're pretty much going to have to fend for yourself. That's what they did to them folks in Asheville. Y'all remember what happened in Asheville. Those folks had to pretty much get through it on their own. So if an earthquake like that strikes in America, man, it would be devastating on so many levels.
Mm-hmm.
So I will be doing my first live tomorrow will be on how America is out of ammunition, stockpiles dangerously low. And a lot of people are saying that Iran has revealed how weak America really truly is. Why on earth would you go to war with a country and you knew your missile stockpiles were low? I think between Donald Trump and Pete Hegseth, there is no brain. There is no brain at all. For real. So we will get into that tomorrow morning. So y'all have a wonderful, wonderful evening. And be on the lookout for my videos. And don't forget to pick up your hair products. Shalom, family.
Shalom, Lisa. All right, what are your thoughts on our earthquake, Shabaka? And why?
As I stated before, Brother Che.
Pulling up.
Oh, Demetria.
Hello, everybody. I am Demetria.
I was pulling up major earthquakes in California. The first one was. Oh man, I gotta pull it back up. Hold on, Shabaka.
Okay, because I do know they had a major earthquake in California in 1906 that literally fucked up the city of San Francisco, and they had to rebuild it. You know what I'm saying?
That was 1908.
1908?
Yeah, it's either 1906 or 1908.
Yeah, only thing I do know is that Hollywood made a movie about it starring Clark Gable in the 1930s called San Francisco. Okay? And it was devastating. You know what I'm saying? Very devastating. And then keep in mind, at that time in 1906, they didn't have high quality sanitation facilities. You see what I mean?
Yeah. So in 1857, there was a major earthquake in California, one of the largest reported in California history. Fort Tejon.
Is that Tejon?
Yeah, Tejon.
Yeah, that's Tejon.
Tejon or Tejon? I always hear it Tejon.
No, but it's Tejon. Because I've been over that Tejon Pass. Yeah, the Tejon Pass is when you drive from.
We have a street called that here in Denver, Shabaka.
Yeah.
They always call it Tejon.
Yep. Okay, the Tejon Pass, man, is when you drive from L.A. to Barstow or to Las Vegas. Because you have the Tejon Pass, and you also have what they call the Cajon Pass, which is C-A-J-O-N, and that's generally off the I-5 going from L.A. to San Francisco, just outside of L.A. County.
All right, well, I've heard it pronounced both ways.
Okay.
One of the largest reported. It ruptured nearly 225 miles of southern South San Andreas Fault.
Mm-hmm.
Was felt across most of the state, and the surface displacements reached up to 30 feet. Then in 1872, there was an Owens Valley earthquake.
Okay.
That last one was a 7.9.
Okay, that's damn near 8. Okay, yeah, that's a bad one.
This one was a 7.4 to 7.6. It was on the eastern side of the Sierra Nevada. This event was one of the strongest in state history, causing dramatic shifts in the local topography. Yep, it was 1906. About 1906, San Francisco earthquake, 7.8, 7.9. Ripped along nearly 300 miles of the northern San Andreas Fault. Quake and subsequent 4-day fires destroyed over 80% of San Francisco. It was one of the deadliest natural disasters in U.S. history. Then in 1952, the Kern County earthquake.
Okay, that's Bakersfield. Okay, yeah.
Occurred on the White Wolf Fault near Bakersfield. It caused widespread destruction in Central California and was felt across neighboring states. Now, modern earthquakes, you might remember these right here, Shabaka. The 1971 San Fernando Sylmar.
Sylmar, Sylmar.
Yeah, Sylmar.
That's Sylmar.
Sylmar earthquake.
Yes, I remember that very well because it woke me up in the morning, man. Because we was glad we didn't have to go to school that day.
Yeah.
And I remember, man, literally hearing the inside of the walls crumble, brother.
Damn. They said the northern San Fernando Valley caused a major freeway overpass collapses and hospital
deaths. In the Sylmar quake, yes, it did. I remember that distinctively.
It prompted sweeping updates to California's building codes and safety regulations.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe it was the Santa Monica Freeway that collapsed, which would be Interstate 10 going west.
Yep, and then of course the World Series earthquake.
That was 1989 in San Francisco, and the irony of that earthquake, ladies and gentlemen, it was the Oakland A's and the San Francisco Giants playing each other in the World Series.
Yeah.
It happened about 5 minutes before there was to throw out the opening ball, and that there is where the San Francisco-Oakland Bay Bridge collapsed.
Yeah, that's exactly what it says. Known as World Series earthquake, it struck the Santa Cruz Mountains and San Francisco Bay Area. It caused double deck Nimitz.
The Nimitz, Nimitz.
Yeah.
Yeah, named after Admiral Nimitz of World War II, the Nimitz Freeway. Because when you take the Nimitz Freeway, that's on the east side of the bay. Then you go up there to Interstate 80, man, and follow that. That there is going to take you literally across the San Francisco-Oakland Bay Bridge.
Correct.
Ask me how I know.
I've done it. And then the major structural damage, it collapsed the bridge in Oakland and did major structural damage in San Francisco's Marina District.
Yeah, and then on top of it too, because I do remember that they had a whole bunch of fires right there because they canceled the World Series. Ted Koppel came on a special report, and they was showing the fires in San Francisco, and it was bad. And a lot of people, who are like in my age group at that time, Brother Che, they were saying is that their parents and grandparents had lived through the 1906 earthquake in San Francisco. And it was just as bad. And that one was more devastating because you didn't have high-rise apartments back then in 1906. You know what I'm saying? But I think the cable cars, prevailed through it.
Yeah, the cable cars survived from what I was told by people in San Francisco, natives of San Francisco.
Yeah, and keep in mind, have you ever been inside of a cable car house?
No.
Okay.
I wanted to get on it. Yeah. But they discontinued with it, I think.
No, they took out a lot of them, but they still got their main historic one that goes from Powell to Ghirardelli Square. But you used to have the cable cars go down California Street. You used to have the cable cars go down other streets, and they ripped a lot of them out. Is because we had
cable cars here too.
Okay. But Brother Che, where was the cable at? Was it below ground or above ground?
The ones I've seen in San Francisco were above ground.
No, sir, the cables are below ground because what it is when you get on the cable car, right, you will see the operator of the cable car, man, with these huge levers that he's pulling back and forth while he's ringing the bell. And what it is 3 tracks, okay? And the next time I go up there, I'm going to take a picture of it. You got 3 tracks.
I just see the tracks, but see they put the bus, how the buses are set up out there. They go along the same route.
Okay, now keep in mind you got the cable cars in Frisco, but you also have the street cars in Frisco. You also have the electric buses in Frisco.
Yeah. So electric buses go along the streetcar route.
Yeah, and then the electric buses have their own route because, they literally got the prongs that go up there above to the wires to power the buses. You see what I'm saying?
That's what I see. That's exactly what I seen, what you're describing.
Yes, sir. And then too, they do have buses that run on fuel. The SF Muni system is what they call it. They're red, brown, red and brown, I think, or red and beige. And then over in Alameda County, you got the AC Transit, which is all green and white, right? Okay. Now, the cable cars, you know, they go up on cables, and they're invented in the 1870s is because those hills, man, are so damn steep, brother.
Yeah.
They literally got stair steps in them.
Yep.
So if you're a pro athlete or a collegiate athlete or a boxer or whatever, want to get you some damn road work in, try running up a few miles of them damn hills going uphill.
Yeah,
it'll get you in shape.
Yeah,
It'll get you in shape.
We'll definitely
you know? And then also too, and I think I went on a tour as a child to the wheelhouses, as they call them in San Francisco, Brother Che. And the guy was giving a lecture, and you see these huge wheels, Brother Che, about to half the size of a building, right? With all the cables on them, running back and forth. And then the guy was explaining, well, this is the cable car that's going up Powell Street. This is the cable cars that's going down California Street, you say. And then, too, it is a huge hindrance on the traffic there because the streets in San Francisco, people are very, very narrow.
Very narrow, very narrow.
Yeah, but when you get to the South of Market area.
Accident there every day.
Huh?
I don't understand how it's not a car accident there every day.
Oh, hell yeah, it is. And then, not to mention, man, if you do go to that damn city, make sure you got your damn brakes in order.
Yes.
Yeah, make damn sure you got you some fresh pads on them brakes, some fresh rollers, because it's going to put wear and tear on them. And I always notice I'm always seeing a lot of auto shops up there. We specialize in brakes.
Yep.
Lousy motherfuckers, you know. But
yeah, so
San
another
Francisco,
earthquake was in 92, and that was the Landers earthquake. It was 7.3. Powerful.
92?
Yep, in 90.
Landers earthquake, 92, okay. In 92, I was in LA. Was that before or after the rebellion?
I don't know. I don't know what the date was. It just says 92.
Okay.
A powerful strike slip event in the Mojave Desert that triggered several secondary quakes across Southern California.
Okay. All right.
Then 94 Northridge. That was
that knocked me out the bed.
Yeah, that's the one that knocked you out the bed. Occurring on a previously known blind thrust fault under the San Fernando Valley. This early morning quake became one of the costliest natural disasters in U.S. history. Caused extensive structural damage to buildings, parking structures, and freeways. And then there was an earthquake in 2019.
Okay.
The
Ridgecrest quake.
Crest.
Ridgecrest?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. That there sits out in the middle of the desert, man. That there's between Bakersfield and Barstow, Ridgecrest, and by the Tehachapies.
Yeah. So they've been saying the big one is coming, Shabaka. Any day now.
Listen to me when I tell you this, sir. They've been saying that bullshit, man, about 80% of my life. Yeah, the big one's coming, big one's coming, big one's coming any day now. You know what I'm saying? It's like this, man. Don't nobody know when that motherfucker's coming. Ain't nothing nobody could do about it.
Oh, they know.
Yeah.
They know. Like I'm saying, they know. They just wait to notify people. But yeah, they know when the big one is coming, Shabaka. That's why they're really, these scientists are like really emphasizing it, like super heavy now. Like
yeah, they're probably setting them off their damn selves. I mean, Brother Che, let's ask ourselves this. What is preventing these scientists from digging a great big ass hole in the ground, say 12 miles, and putting an atomic device in that motherfucker? What is preventing them from doing that?
Will?
Yeah, it's just a theory, people. I'm not stating this as a fact. I'm just saying this is a theory. And then all these madmen that you got there in D.C., man, I do not put nothing past these bastards. Nothing.
Yeah. All right. Let me get to the last topic because we've been like overtime.
Yeah. Okay.
So there was a hate. They're charging a black man for a hate crime in California.
Yeah. What city?
Santa Cruz, I want to say.
Santa Cruz.
Yeah. Let me look it up.
Okay. That there is up there in Northern California, man. That's near Silicon Valley.
Let me look it up again, Shabaka. So I had looked it up earlier. So Demetria K interviewed our brother Billions godson.
Billions. Oh yeah.
From the Africa Town
That's the
Code.
brother that's running for the state assembly, right?
Well, he was. He didn't make the primary.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What city was it? It was in LA. Yeah. Got an echo, Shabaka. Gerald Pitts.
Echo?
Yeah, I can hear myself.
Wait a minute.
Gerald Pitts was sentenced to life plus 7 years in prison.
Damn. Okay, is the echo gone now?
Might check 1 2 1 2.
You sounded loud and clear.
Still there.
Okay. So, oh man. Okay. What about now?
Might check 1 2 2. It's gone now, but now I can't hear you. Shabaka. Oh, he disconnected. All right, so with the possibility of parole for an unprovoked hate crime attack aboard a Los Angeles Metro bus. The incident in March 2023, the victim, Santos Tejas Gonzalez, boarded a Metro bus and attempted to walk past Pitts. Pitts immediately began shouting racial slurs at Gonzalez, who then attempted to exit the bus at the next stop near Western and Exposition. So I can know exactly where that's at. Pitts attacked Gonzalez as he tried to leave, stabbing him multiple times in the face, arm, and abdomen. He continued the physical assault even after Gonzalez fell off the bus onto the street. Conviction and sentence. A jury found Pitts guilty of attempted murder accompanied by hate crime enhancement, leading to his sentence of life plus 7 years. Wow. So I'll put in K2 report.
A man who brutally and repeatedly stabbed a stranger during a hate crime attack on a Metro bus has been sentenced to life behind bars.
In announcing the sentencing, District Attorney Nathan Hochman says his office is committed to combating hate crimes through strong prosecutions. KTLA's Jillian Smuckler live in downtown LA. Jillian.
Hi, Micah. Yeah, the DA used today's sentencing to send a broader message saying while overall hate crimes declined slightly, they say religiously motivated hate crimes continue to go up. This disturbing Metro surveillance video shows the moment prosecutors say Gerald Pitts targeted a complete stranger because of his race. Authorities say in March of 2023, Pitts shouted racial slurs before repeatedly stabbing Santos Tejas Gonzalez, continuing the attack even after the victim fell from the bus. Today, Pitts was sentenced to life in prison plus 7 years with the possibility of parole after being convicted of attempted murder in a hate crime.
A very, very stiff sentence to send an unmistakably clear message
We are going to bring those charges against you. We're going to prove them in a court of law. You will get convicted. You will then be sentenced, and then you will spend some serious time behind bars.
The sentencing was announced during a news conference where the district attorney, law enforcement leaders, and community
I would have deadlocked it.
crime trends across Los Angeles.
The total number of reported hate crimes is going slightly down. The percentage of religious-based hate crimes is going up. The number of prosecutions of hate crimes is certainly going up.
While overall hate crimes have ticked down slightly, the chief of the LAPD says the impact of each case reaches far beyond the individual victim.
They're attacking an entire community, and that will not be tolerated in Los Angeles.
One of the biggest concerns officials say is the continued rise in the goddamn city.
Man, fuck
when you're visibly Jewish walking in public, these days people are far more fearful when they walk the streets.
The district attorney also highlighted several pending hate crime prosecutions involving alleged attacks on Jewish, Armenian, and Latino victims, saying the goal is to hold offenders accountable while encouraging victims to come forward.
Stand up, speak up. Don't stay silent, report the hate.
The district attorney says one of the biggest challenges with these hate crimes is they oftentimes go unreported. That's why he's encouraging victims to speak up.
Across the street
that will
from
help
the
law
criminal
enforcement
courts building where they
investigate
tried
or
OJ at you
prosecute
guys.
these cases. Reporting live in downtown Los Angeles, I'm Jillian Smuckler, KTLA 5 News.
Thank
you. Okay.
Jillian.
KTLA 5 News is the local news in Los Angeles. Fuck the police chief. Fuck the county of Los Angeles. Fuck the city of Los Angeles. And the sad part about it is the main ones who they're going to say they're going to be the perpetuators of these hate crimes, Brother Che, is going to be us.
Yep, that's exactly what they're saying. So Brother Billions is going to describe to Demetria K. I'm going to play, not all of it, of course. I'll play about 30 minutes of it.
All right.
Teacher K, I hope you're having a great day. As you can see, I am here with Brother Billion, God's son, of all.
Oh shit, we lost Shabaka too. Damn, hotspot died. Come back, Shabaka. Says device is not connected.
Monday, feeding the community, and just whenever somebody calls.
Okay, sorry, Shabaka, the hotspot died. Shabaka, can you hear me? Shabaka.
as best they can. They are out there trying to help. In fact, the story that I'm telling y'all right now, I sent it to him. I was like, hey, Brother Billion, did you hear about this? And I should have known, right? He was like, yeah.
Okay, can you hear me now, Brother Che?
Yeah, I can hear you now, Shabaka. The hotspot died. We'll have to wrap this up because we're already at 3 hours.
Plug in.
Yeah, I plugged it in.
All right.
We're going to have to wrap this show up, though, Shabaka, because we're already at 3 hours.
Okay. Okay, I'm trying to connect to you.
Okay, I hear you.
Okay, can you hear me on the Bluetooth?
Yes.
Okay, I'm on the Bluetooth. Okay, yeah, because it's hot out here. We got moisture in the air, and it's 90 degrees. They're sabotaging our message. Okay, first place, in the city of Los Angeles, no black person should ever be charged with a fucking.
I agree, Shabaka. Yeah, right when he said that, we lost him.
Like, duh, because he knows everybody. So, unfortunately, we're going to have a conversation about a black man being charged with a hate crime of a Latino, being sentenced to life in prison in California. We're going to be talking about Gregory Pitts, also goes by the name of Freaky. That's the name he goes by, right? And, of course, Brother Billion will give us all the details regarding that. But before I give it to him, I'm just going to show y'all what I know, and then we'll give it to Brother Billion from there. So this is Brother Gregory Pitts. He has been sentenced to life in prison with possibility of parole plus 7 years, right? It's like, what does that even mean, right? Now, Brother Billion, I saw that he's 67, or is he 57? 67. Okay, so 67 years old. He is 67 years old, okay? So that's Brother Gregory Pitts. He has been sentenced recently. This happened in 2023, but I'm going to read you the language from the district attorney. And this is what their office said in part. So it says, on August 6, 2026, man sentenced to life plus 7 years in prison for attempted murder, hate crime on a Metro bus. Now it says Gerald Pitts today was sentenced to life plus 7 years in state prison with the possibility of parole for the attempted murder of Santos Tejas Gonzalez during a brutal, unprovoked hate crime attack aboard a Metro bus in March of 2023. And it says, quote, a hate crime is more than just a criminal act against one person. It tears at the fibers that hold our community together. Los Angeles County District Attorney Nathan J. Hodgman said, these crimes are meant to intimidate entire communities and weaken the trust that holds us together. Gerald Pitts attacked a complete stranger because of his race and perceived race, repeatedly stabbed him and kept attacking him even after the victim fell from the bus. We're grateful the victim survived and relieved that he is continuing to recover. This kind of violence is exactly what hate crime laws are addressed to do. And it went on and on. So I just want to show y'all what they said. Now, moving right along, here's an actual statement in part from that of the District Attorney of Los Angeles.
Mr. Gonzalez heard Mr. Pitts utter these racial epithets at him as he was attempting to leave that Metro bus at that time. Mr. Pitts attacked him with a knife, but we charge this as both the attempted and the hate crime. If you want to engage in hate crimes, if you want to go ahead and attack members of our community based on their nationality, their race, their ethnicity, if they are disabled, or if they are for a particular sexual orientation, we are going to bring those charges against you. We're going to prove them in a court of law. You will get convicted. You will then be sentenced, and then you will spend some serious time behind bars.
That's District Attorney Nathan Hochman. He also detailed a number of other recent reported hate crime incidents, several cases that are still being prosecuted. LAPD Chief Jim McDonald announced that hate crime incidents are trending downward, saying there was a 4% decrease at the end of July compared to the same time last year.
Okay. Now, again, that was in part District Attorney Hochman. I think that's how you say his name. Basically just detailing what happened. Now, you notice at the end of that clip, they showed another, that wasn't Mr. Pitts, that was another black man, I guess, attacking somebody. This is the collage that they put together, and they said, stop Asian hate, of course, attacks on the Jewish community. But I was like, they didn't say nothing about the attacks on black folks there in Los Angeles, which black folks are victims of hate crime to the tune of 51%. We're just talking about in Los Angeles. So I dug just a tiny bit deeper. And this is from the state of California via that of Attorney General Ron Bonta. It says he recently released his report from 2024 hate crime report, highlights continued efforts to combat hate in California. And as you see, I highlighted there, but it says in particular, reported crimes against our LGBTQ plus and Jewish communities have increased. Now, this is the beginning of his report. And I was like, okay, well, that's very interesting. Okay. So as I got to reading a little bit more, and I know it's very small, but I read it to you. So it says some of the key findings from the 2024 hate crime in California report include, now where I highlighted, it says anti-Black bias events remain the most prevalent despite a 4.6 drop from, so small I can't see, something in 2023, okay? And then down further on the list is the anti-Jewish bias and then anti-trans LGBTQ plus. But I'm like, that is so disingenuous to lead off that report by, highlighting LGBTQ in the Jewish community. But again, Black folks in Los Angeles are still the most victimized by hate crime. So I was like, look at the play on words, right? He wanted to highlight another, not saying that we're going to diminish what the other communities are going through, but it's 100%. Like, why didn't you just start off with Black folks in Los Angeles or California in general are attacked the most? But again, in that little bitty video that you saw, you didn't see Black folks getting attacked or any of that other stuff, okay? Now, I dug a little bit deeper, and this is just for Los Angeles County. It says the key findings in the report include data highlighting the disproportionate victimization of African Americans, okay? So then it lists everybody else. So I'm just proving to y'all that the most victimized in California, Los Angeles, the state Los Angeles, are still Black folks, okay? But again, you're hearing this language from you in District Attorney Nathan Hochman. He was just elected there in 2024, so he is new, okay? But you see this ramping up of Black folks being the boogeyman again, right? So then I was like, okay, well, when is the last time a Latino was, charged with a hate crime? Now, I don't know if there's been anything recent, but this is what I saw. And I was like, oh, really? That was the last time? As you can see there, it says 2 men sentenced for federal hate crime charges resulting from a 2012 New Year's Eve attack on African-American youth. It says 2 Latino men associated with the Compton 155th street gang were sentenced to federal prison today for their racially motivated attack on African-American juveniles at a residence in Compton on New Year's Eve, 2012. Then it says their names: Jeffrey Aguilar, also known as Terrico, he's 19, and Efren Marquez, known as Stretch, and Junior 21. They were both all sentenced to 21 months, okay? 21 months. But let me read to y'all just a little bit more as to what happened. Now, it says Aguilar Marquez pled guilty on October 17, 2013 to violating the Matthew Shepard James Byrd Hate Crime Prevention Act after admitting their involvement in the assault. Now, this is a quote. It says hate-based crimes have no place in America, said the United States Attorney Andre Barot Jr., okay? Now it says the defendants' attempt to rid their neighborhood of African Americans serve as a sickening reminder that racial intolerance still exists in some segments of our community. For this egregious conduct, the defendants have received a well-deserved prison sentence, again, 21 months, okay? So now listen what they did. Aguilar and another individual physically attacked a 17-year-old African-American who was walking down the street in the city of Compton. Aguilar chased down and struck the victim in the back of the head with a metal pipe. During the incident, Marquez threatened to pew another African-American juvenile who was present. Both Aguilar and Marquez admitted when they pled guilty that the attack on the 17-year-old victim was motivated by race and the color of the victim, okay? Now, I don't know if there's, some more incidents, but that was the one that I found. Of course, we know that is nothing new. There's been attacks on Black folks in different residential neighborhoods by the Latino community. But I think this is very interesting. I should have said, and I want to say this right now, in no way, shape, or form are we condoning anything that has happened to Mr. Gonzalez, the man that, was shanked, if you will, on the bus. We're not doing that at all. but we definitely want to give a backstory. But of course, we know, especially in somewhere like Los Angeles, California, just California in general, it is very Latino friendly, very anti-Black, whether it's in Los Angeles or wherever it is very anti-Black. Black folks in California in general have a hard time getting any justice, anything whatsoever. It, like I said, is very, I cannot stress enough how pro-Latino and anti-Black that it is. But this Blacc man who is 67 years old, he has got a life sentence, unfortunately, unless he's appealed or something like that. He probably will never get out. But look at the stark differences between the sentencing. The Latinos that attacked Black kids were just walking down the street, 21 months, and his brother, life in prison, plus 7 years with the possibility of parole. So, Brother Billion, tell us what you know about Brother Pitts, and just a little bit of history and things like that, and we'll continue the conversation. I want to say to y'all in the comment section, I see y'all, I love y'all. I'm not going to be able to get to all the comments. I'm going to get to some because I really want to have a conversation with Brother Billion, but the floor is yours.
For bringing light to both this issue and the bigger issue that is actually a result of, as you said, the anti-Blackness here in California. DA Hawkman actually got into office as a result of running a campaign against the previous LA County District Attorney, George Gascon. George Gascon got into office in 2020 with a campaign to roll back some of the effects of the crime bills from the 90s. So he went and he looked at a lot of cases where people were given excessive amount of time and he was letting people out. He was looking at some of the police who had killed us, and to that point had gotten away. He began charging a lot of them. So the police union put a lot of money into getting Nathan Hawkman elected, and they ran with this boogeyman fear that really Black people were getting out of control, to just keep it simple. But his main thing, he was pushing against smash and grab crimes that they were really exaggerating. Could come to find out, in one case, there was a white woman who was a police officer in mid-California who was orchestrating a ring of people doing that, and then a number of other non-Black people who were doing that. But that basically is what got Nathan Hawkman in the office. And ever since he's been in the office, he has ran a number of campaigns basically highlighting some, things Black folks are probably doing in response to the economic hardship that a lot of us are going through right now. So to switch over to our brother Freaky, Gerald Pitts, he's someone that I have been familiar with studio in LA, probably going back to the 90s, but it wasn't until the early 2000s when I got out and really started pushing back against a lot of police terrorism. He's one of what we refer to as one of our Crenshaw hustlers. He would always be on Crenshaw. He used to sell VHSs in the early 2000s, and anytime I got into it with the police as far as how they were treating us, he was one of the first people that would always step up with me. And from that, we began to build a relationship. A lot of the cultural activities we have in and around Africa Town, he would always participate in. A lot of our Garvey Day, Malcolm X Day, different events. And he became known as someone who would wear the red, black, and green flag as a cape. So around 2006, he approached a few of us about working with the Minutemen to address the issue of illegal immigration. And at that point, a lot of us were not really feeling the effects of illegal immigration like we are now, 20 years later. So hearing or being approached about working with the Minutemen was just an absolute no. So they went ahead and attempted to have a rally in our community at some point in 2006, and about 2,000 people showed up, and we pushed against them entering the park. So as a result, a few of us, had a little verbal fallout with Brother Freaky, but they ended up taking a trip to DC, where they had a huge rally there. They met with people from around the country. We were told that kind of ended up disastrous. But, you know, after that, Freaky kind of just fell back in line as far as his hustle, as far as just being a member of the community. He started an organization he called the New Millennium Panthers, where he really reached out to a lot of the elder Panthers who were still here to see if they wanted to work with him. And they would, you know, mimic a lot of the work we were doing as far as the reparations work, as far as claiming the area we claim as Africa Town. He was very instrumental in that. And then probably around 2021, 2022, he started sharing with us incident where he was out in a community known as Westwood. Westwood is basically the community that surrounds UCLA, their campus. Right. He was over
Westwood
there.
Is
and
a section of the city of Los Angeles, people.
Some whites and Latinos. And, you know, he used every means possible to break himself free and get away from that. And he would joke with us about it, but, you know, you could tell he was upset about it. And again, as a brother, a lot of folks say would look like James Brown. You know, he talked with a lot of emphasis in being black. He wears the red, black, and green flag as the cape. So, you know, when he's out, people most definitely gonna identify what page he's on. So he said that's kind of what got their attention and triggered that incident. But about a year or two later, is where this incident on the bus happened. And I had been getting communication through about 3 other people that had been going to court for him. So I hadn't fully gotten the full story like we all just recently did as we saw that video and then heard Nathan Hawkman's version. But I'm sure it's an ongoing result of what a lot of us are dealing with, where a lot of other people are feeling emboldened or as though they have a green light to initiate something with us. And then when it doesn't play out to their favor and the police arrive, we are then the ones charged as being the aggressors or whatever charge, you know, they can give us. I even have a cousin right now who's been in prison for almost 20 years for cussing some people out. They charged him with terrorist threats after they slung the N-word to a third brother. You know, my cousin and I responded, and he's been in prison for almost 20 years for just basically using words. And this is where I try to tell people a lot of what we see going on around the country right now, including what we're seeing going on down south. We're dealing with that right here in Los Angeles, California, but with a rainbow coalition of hatred.
Yeah, and that's why, you know, one of the reasons, and y'all gonna see Brother Billion and those from Africa Town Coalition on here often. I told them my platform is your platform because another thing too is they don't get a lot of media attention in Los Angeles for a whole host of reasons, right? They don't want these stories to really go forward. They want to be able to wrote narratives on Black folks as though we are the boogeyman. But like I said, we're gonna get the full story here. And you said something earlier too about Black economic hardship just in California alone, and people really don't realize how hard it is to live there. And then you see the influx of illegal immigration, and it's been that way for a long time in California, but it seems like it's gotten worse over the last couple of years. And then you see all the money, resources that they allocate, just I'm not talking about legal immigration, right? But illegal immigration. You hear stuff about we want to get money from the taxpayers to get legal services for illegal immigrants. You got a city councilman, Hugo, his name is Hugo. He wanted at one point in time to give them the right to vote and a whole host of other things. It's like, wait a minute, now, you know, and we talked about this as well. They want to allocate $3 million for vendors so they can get food carts and all the licenses and the fees. And when you spoke about it, you said, you know, people who have applied to get these carts and stuff, and they ain't heard nothing back. Because, of course, we know without it even being said, that ain't for no Black people, okay? That's for these immigrants, okay? And it's so set up that you can't even say nothing to them. And Sister Brandy has been good about that, highlighting, you know, just with that situation, how they're able to set up, you know, on the sidewalk with no license and none of that kind of stuff. And they mad about that. But the backstory to, you know, Brother Freaky, it's sad, and it's sad to me because he's 67 years old, right? And I don't know, you know him, you know, to some degree. Like, does it seem like that would be in his nature to just say, hey, there's a Latino, I'm a, I mean, that's how they're framing it. Said it was unprovoked, like he just got up and attacked the guy. What do you think about that?
Well, I know Freaky, and I know he doesn't just act foolish, and most definitely wouldn't put himself in a position where he would be going back to prison unprovoked. Even as I watched the video again, I think the day before yesterday, I looked real closely, and the video starts, there are two black brothers attempting to hold him back, and at one point you see the Latino man step up as though he says something directly in Freaky's face, and that's where Freaky ends up breaking loose and does what he does. So at that point, you could clearly see he was further antagonized, and I'm sure even before, you know, they always are good at starting. They show us the video starting at a certain point. You know, we didn't get to see what happened as Nathan Hogman alleged, that it happened as soon as Freaky stepped on the bus, you know, so why didn't you show us the video from that point? But they just so happened to show where he's being restrained. And then, like I said, you can't see the individual stepping up. But he's not a dummy. Freaky's far from a dummy. He's a wise brother. Like I said, for the 20 plus years I've worked with him, even though I may not have agreed with, you know, everything he does and his way about going about it, he's wise. He's no fool. So I seriously doubt it was unprovoked. And we know the pattern. Just like I was saying with my cousin, when he went into the courtroom, they tried to make it seem as though he just happened to walk up to that restaurant unprovoked and started threatening those people. I have an elder sister I've repeatedly shared about her situation, where on 3 different occasions, she was living out of her car. She's also in her mid to late 60s. 3 different occasions, she walks up, finds 3 different Latino men, one each time, stealing stuff out of her car. And she being a smaller black woman, maybe about 5'4", maybe 100, 110 pounds. First 2 times, used a knife to defend herself. The last time, she figured she would use a rock. And in each situation, Latino police showed up and arrested her, and let the individuals walk off with her possessions. And that's what we are consistently dealing with. You know, I've heard people who are bus drivers
that's Los Angeles.
Talk about how they had to, you know, respond to the respect with Latinos getting on their bus. I mean, just in different workplaces, customers, you know, as we're doing right now with this Asian boycott here in LA, we're encouraging folks to not spend money with any non-black people. Because like I said, we're getting it from every single angle, because this is giving them a green light. They see they could do stuff when the police step in, when it gets to court. We're the ones being held accountable. I even have a situation right now where we're helping a sister whose 9-year-old daughter was molested by an 80-some-year-old Latino man. It was actually 3 young women, and everyone from the police to the housing agency she's working with didn't believe her. Basically trying to suggest the young black girls are making this up. So it's really like we have been put back into the 1950s, the way people are being allowed and even enabled to treat us. And then the moment we sneeze on somebody, they want to put us under the prison. So it's crazy.
Yep. That's why.
Where are the black politicians in all of this? Like, and I'm asking the question I already know, but can you explain to us about black political Los Angeles,
black ass politician in the city of Los Angeles, the black community,
and just the whole conversation?
Well, you know, Karen Bass, I don't even want to call her mayor, Karen Bass, but Karen Bass is constantly posting pictures of her with her Latino family and saying, you know, this is my family. And she's clearly going silent on these issues. And unfortunately, because a lot of the black officials out here kind of follow her lead, they're all on hush. You know, they're all still talking this black and brown solidarity. We've even had to chase a few of them out of Africa Town for trying to come with that.
Hey, brother, check.
Again, we got people sleeping on the sidewalks, raising children out of cars. And like you said, they're giving them
already
every
have
type of resource they can. And right now, I have a sister that I'm working with, her and a number of other people who applied for the last rental assistance program put out by the county. You know, they applied for this way back in December, and we're now in August, and they ain't heard not a word back yet. But yet you hear in these meetings how they say, oh, you know, we're putting out these resources to help people, and we've helped X amount of people. We clearly see they're making sure they're missing us. And again, in almost every position, it's a Negro official that ain't doing nothing. You know, the same ones that have supported not moving forward with our reparations are doing the same thing as far as it comes to hate crime bills and everything else we need right now.
Right.
And of course, y'all know, and if you don't, I'm about to tell you, Brother Billion was running for assembly member there in Los Angeles, the 55th district, going up against that of Isaac No Good Bryan. Y'all know how I feel about him. Yeah. And, you know, we going to keep trying, right? Although we kind of raising our eyebrow about that particular, you know, primary, if you will. But, you know, talk about him, because especially last year, we saw him romping and stomping down the street, Latino this, immigrant that, immigrant this, immigrant that, and hardly a word about Black folks. And I'm, you know, y'all are out there. I'm not out there, but it drives me nuts when I see him, you know, at Marathon Burger. And I know they got their own little situation too, but just out there, you know, like doing these photo ops, like you said, Karen Bass, and like, do they not hear these stories? Right. Of the Black woman in her 60s who's homeless, sleeping in her car, trying to fight off, you know, a Latino man from stealing her stuff. Do they not hear these stories? Do they not hear these stories about, you know, like you said, the most homeless population? And I've heard the story about the little Black girl in the apartment building who was attacked by the Latino. And it sounds like, unfortunately, I guess it was a sister too, who was at the housing department, was like, I don't think he would do that. Like, huh? So, help me out, Billy. Do you think they're hearing these stories, or they just kind of shrugging their shoulders? Like, what's going on?
We know for a fact they hearing it because, one, they follow our social media. Two, we say it as loud as we can any and every time they're around. We've gone on their posts sharing all these different things that are happening. And right now, Isaac is talking about this bill he just pushed to where any and all corporations who predecessor of corporations were involved in slavery have to reveal that. And it's like, man, come on. Out of everything that's happening, you know, we already been revealing that on our own. For about 2 years, we ran a campaign against the banks. And while we were running that, we found the banks' involvement in slavery, and we started exposing insurance company, everybody else. So now he just kind of taken to the official level what we did. But all of them here. The past few weeks, I've called our county supervisors. I've called our Congress folks for different issues, and they just not responding. They're trying their best to get through this midterm election unscathed, get back in office for a couple more years, steal however much more tax dollars they can steal with their nonprofits, and then I don't know what their exit plan is. Because for sure it's not around LA. Because even our younger people starting to tune in to what's happening, and you know, coming to Christmas and passing out toys ain't working no more. You know, folks are looking for these clowns. And the crazy thing, we've even seen about 3 videos now where the Latino community is booing Karen Bass. So even after all of that pandering and looking out for them, they still don't want her.
Nope.
And that's what a lot of these clowns are gonna find out, just like the sister Jasmine Crockett, that it don't matter how much you turn your back on your own people and look out for these other people.
Karen Bass ain't got no juice in the city of Los Angeles. Okay, she's a figurehead.
Yep. And MC Fact, how you doing? He says life Yes, brother was sentenced to life plus 7 years with the possibility of parole, as they are saying it was an unprovoked situation. But Brother Billion is like, nah, I know him and I don't think it was unprovoked, like he just jumped up and ooh, right? But Brother Billion, what message do you really think they're trying to send with giving Brother Pitts such an austere sentence of life? What are they really trying to say? Is it I guess a signal to the Latino community that, hey, we got your back? Is it a message that, hey, you said that a little bit earlier, but Black folks, they are the boogeyman and we're going to deal with them, by any means necessary? Like, what are they really trying to do?
Well, the whole influx in our communities with these illegals, we know has been to push us out. So to us, this is basically telling them whatever they got to do to get us out to do it. And, legally, all those folks are going to have their backs. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, like I was saying, we don't have, not only do we not have any politicians stepping up, we don't have too many attorneys coming forward to step up with us or for us. And,
too bad.
What disappoints me the most is the amount of people I'm hearing giving in, saying they just going to go ahead and move. Folks are looking to leave. And it's going to be interesting how it plays out, because there are those of us who don't plan on leaving. Those of us who are going to be here and deal with whatever is coming. And that is why we know a number of people are even supporting and praising Trump. With everything he's doing, we got especially a lot of our brothers out here saying they voted for him. And in 2016, it didn't really make a lot of sense to me. In 2020, it made a little more sense because, Joe Biden was one of the architects of the crime bills that extracted our people out of our communities by the tens of thousands, not hundreds of thousands. Yeah. And in 2024, I got it. So now I get it. But knowing that we have over two more years at least to deal with the current political dynamics, yeah, they're basically telling them, whatever they plan on doing when they, excuse me. Is one point I forgot when I started talking about what happened with Freaky in 2023. So I believe it was February of 2023. We were in one of our neighborhood council meetings. So basically the neighborhood council is a smaller body in each neighborhood that has a meeting where community can come and share what's going on. You usually get different representatives from all the different offices. They listen to what's going on. They come and tell us what they're doing. And in February 2023, I was in one of these meetings, and a white woman who identifies she has a nonprofit that works with the Department of Justice was saying she was coming into our community to respond to the amount of hate crimes people moving into our communities are receiving. So I had to check. I said, hold up, one, everybody in this meeting clearly knows y'all have created an environment that is pushing us out of our community. Mm-hmm. We all clearly know y'all have created a situation where you're flooding other people into our communities. Yep. So before you want to talk about how we're responding to that, hey, you want to come in here and try to talk about the people coming into our communities and the hate they're receiving? I said, nah, that's clearly a game. Y'all are playing to set us up. And sure enough, a month later, this happens with Freaky. And we've seen Freaky is just one of several cases like this that are happening right now. I listened to Hawkman in that press conference, and he did address one situation where a white man attacked a homeless brother. But outside of that, almost every case we see is trying to portray us as the aggressors. And with that, it builds a fear in the community. It stops a lot of this Negro Black media from tapping in and trying to speak up and push back with it, which they haven't been already, but it just further isolates them from getting involved. And just really leaves a lot of us on our own who are pushing to maintain what little bit of community we have left, and, are going to get out here and protect each other.
Yeah, that's crazy. White woman show up talking they're messing with us. It's like, first of all, you are gentrifying the neighborhood, and we don't want you here.
Right.
And you ain't gonna tell us what to do and how to do it. But that's very diabolical, and that jives. That's the kind of stuff that they do. They want to weaponize your own. Like we're here. This belongs to us, and now you're gonna weaponize, the police, the city council, whatever, against the people who are here.
Yep.
That is crazy.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Absolutely crazy.
No, that's
but
Los
I want to
Angeles.
ask you too.
No,
Yeah,
honey,
and the
that's
Trump
Los
thing
Angeles.
that
Of course it's
I know a lot
crazy.
of people gonna be
it's
mad with
insane,
that, but like
that's
you
how they
said,
do things in the city of
2006
Los Angeles.
They're doing the same thing here. Shabaka
That's
River.
Los Angeles.
They're doing the same thing here.
Yeah,
Shabaka
brother Trey. Yeah.
Remember
And what it is, brother
that
Trey,
neighborhood
is
meeting and but goddamn gentrifiers in there talking about there's all this drag years going on, and my friend got shot walking his dog, and blah 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 blah. Yeah. Oh, we need more patrol. We need more of this. We need more of that. Y'all didn't give a fuck. It was just us living here. The streets was one way. Y'all didn't give a damn.
Exactly. The same goddamn thing in Los Angeles, Che. That's the same goddamn thing in Los Angeles. Just like, man, when the Denver police was getting ready to whoop my ass, man, and had that sergeant right there, man, and I told him, man, you need to apply for lieutenant in Los Angeles, man. They'll welcome you.
Right,
And
I know
didn't
that's
give a fuck about getting my head busted in at that time, man. I was just that pissed off. You know?
Yeah, that's right up tight.
Okay,
Yeah,
Uptight is saying he flies the Black American Heritage flag on his garage. Okay.
That's
All
right up.
See, and if I may say too, Brother Che, and then we're going to go on here and end Shabaka's Black Experience.
Yeah, we got to wrap
This
this
is our
up.
last
I gotta do
clip for this
Front Line
episode,
Blacc.
right?
Yep. Yeah, I got to do Front Line Blacc right after this.
And so what it is, Black family? Okay, and keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, I'm probably going to be on hiatus for about the next 4 or 5 days. Is because I have a very, very important business event to deal with that I cannot afford to miss, which I'm not, God willing. Okay, so I'm going to ask Brother Che to take over until I get back, and I should be back on, ladies and gentlemen, this coming Monday. But I will keep Brother Che posted. Definitely hit that PayPal account that we got right there, because we definitely want to expand this platform. We want to get up there like with the Demetria K's and the Phil Scotts. You know what I'm saying? Is because when they took us off Blog Talk, that they really hurted us. Yes, sir. Yeah. So we're trying to bring it back bigger and better. And we do ask one thing. If we're going to disagree on this platform, please let us disagree agreeably, because like what Sister Demetria K is just pointed out, and just like Billions did, okay, they ain't attacking us because we're diasporic Africans or FBAs or whatever. They attacking us because we're black people, period. Now, for all you tether-ass motherfucking Haitians and Jamaicans out there, and you motherfuckers on the continent, you want to sit up there and want to claim our rhythm, but you don't want our goddamn blues, you motherfuckers is probably worse than these sons of bitches. But here's a rude awakening call for you tether-fied motherfuckers. Take your black ass there to Los Angeles, and you will be a victim of these same crimes that was just described.
And they'll be
Am I lying, Brother Che?
No, but they were copping pleas talking about don't treat it like them FBAs. We know FBA.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't treat me like them.
Yeah,
that's what they said when the laptop pulled them over.
Yeah, exactly. And then when the Latinos start attacking them motherfuckers like they had before, who's the first ones they coming to help them? Us.
FBA, come help us, FBAs.
Yeah. Yeah, come help us, Shabaka. You Shabaka Black Experience. And then you motherfuckers are sitting up here sending me these bullshit ass motherfucking emails trying to scam me out of $5 million from Nigeria. Fuck you.
Right.
You know, because you remember Trade, yeah, because even you and I talked about that same bullshit. You see what I'm saying?
They got me, Shabaka, with that bullshit.
Damn. And they almost got me too, Brother Che. They almost got me. I was an inch away from getting got. And then not to mention the poor sister, man, who went off on that shit, man, and lost all her life savings and things like that. And oh, man, that just infuriated me. And then you motherfuckers gonna call me in the counter, and then you got that bitch over there. I don't give a fuck about Black American. I mean, take your stinking ass down there to Los Angeles and get out of line and watch how quick the LAPD kills your ass.
Be the main one talking about, I'm not FBA, don't treat me like them. No, me know a kata, don't treat me like a kata. That's what she would be saying.
And then you motherfuckers come here, and the first ones,
You got to end this, Shabaka. It's already 10:30.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we're going to go on here and end this here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining Season 12, Episode 11 of Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced in conjunction with Front Line Blacc News. And the air date of this episode was August 11th, 2026. So I'm signing off from Sin City. So what's your ETA of coming back on, brother?
About 30 minutes. I already got the show typed up. So I was going to try to cook some dinner before I started.
Okay, so I'm going to... Okay, all right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to put my Bluetooth back up on the charger because I'm thinking I'm getting better results with the Bluetooth, man. You know what I'm saying? Tonight it decides it wants to act right. And once again, like I said, it's only 91 degrees here. So definitely the temperature has definitely been affecting, my cellular and laptop communications. And as you see, we dropped off a few times, but it ain't as bad as it has been, So like I say, ladies and gentlemen, this is my final sentence. Black family, we all we got. Fuck these other groups. You other groups who don't like what I just said and heard on this here, go to my like page. Put your hate mail up on there. I'm going to counter your insult. Then I'm going to block your ass. And I hate to be like this, but I'd be damned if I'm going to sit up here and allow myself to be killed just because, I'm a black man in America. Fuck that. I can't.
Right.
Hell no.
All right, and on that note, we're going to wrap this up.
Chase,
thank you for joining me.
So thank everybody for joining. And please, hit us with your hate mail, on our like page of Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced. You can go to our group on Facebook by the same name of Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced. But you have to be respectful on that is because we got administrators over there and we will kick you out the group. We don't mind you. Okay, we don't mind having an intellectual conversation with you. Okay, we don't mind that at all. But one thing, though, is that we are not going to do is going to sit up here and allow you to insult us. You see?
Right.
You're not going to tell us our history, okay, when we tell you yours. You see what I'm saying? You're not going to come up there, well, we're all the same. If we're all the same, come bring your ass out here tomorrow in this Nevada sun, and I think we're going to have a wind chill, Brother Chair, of about 110 degrees. You know what I'm saying? And come sit out here in the sun with me. But you got to leave your sunscreen at home. Okay? All righty, so on that there, Brother Chair, I'll see you in a few.
Okay.
Hit me on the text and what have you, so I could probably do, say about... I'm going to try to at least try to do an hour with you, okay?
Okay, Shabaka. All right, I'll see you then. All right, thank y'all for tapping in on complete Season 12, Episode 11 of Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced in conjunction with the Front Line Blacc News. Join us this Friday for a brand new episode of Grand Rising with Shabaka and the Chase. In the meantime, make sure y'all like and subscribe to all of our platforms, Front Line Blacc News on YouTube and Facebook, The Revolutionary Agenda on YouTube and Facebook, Genet 1 on YouTube, Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced on Twitter and Facebook, and The Revolutionary Agenda on YouTube and Facebook. So peace, love, light, reparations, and separations, and delineations of Black empowerment. Chain Kruma and Shabaka signing out. Peace. We'll see y'all in about 5 minutes for Frontline Blacc News.
Yes, sir. Okay. All right, I'm out. Okay, see you in a few.